No, we don't want them back there.
Right?
What do
And
we
yet
not want
people
back
will
where?
just try. Honestly, like my job is like my work environment is so good, and it feels weird for me to be able to like say that and not be like making caveats. Like literally the only thing that kind of sucks is that we're not getting paid like quite as much, but we get like regular raises and bonus opportunities, or like they're pushing for us to have like more of it. So like
Hey,
I got a 10% raise this year. Um like just straight up.
you
Um
deserve it.
yeah. But like my job will help to cover expenses for work from home equipment, because as soon as like the stuff started shutting down, they're like, hey, all of you, go home. You can work from home. We're really good at that shit, it turns out, because we're a startup in the 21st century. Go home, be safe. Turns out. Like, yeah, and everybody's been so like chill and good about the changes that I've been making, and like the stuff with the adjustments to my name and my pronouns like in use. Like everybody's been really good about like either reaching out if they don't understand, or like making sure that what they're doing is correct before they would do it in like a public forum, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
My workplace is so good, and I know that I am one of like a tiny percentage of people that can say that, and it's bullshit, because everyone should have a cool office like environment like this. uh and they've always been like that. It's not just because of the work from home. Like it's just the work from home has sharpened how chill we are.
Everyone deserves a chill work.
They really do. A chill and respectful work environment that like gives a fuck about you as a person. Like,
If you don't work from home, you should have a chill work environment. Period.
I mean, yeah.
That's true.
And like something else that is great is we one have like a pretty good amount of PTO, but like one of the things that you're encouraged to be able to use that PTO for, even if like it's a sudden thing, because I had to do it as a sudden thing recently, is a mental health day. And like they recommend like, hey, go ahead and just plan to take one like every 2 months. That way like you stay in good shape. But if you suddenly something happens and you have to take a work day like that, on all of a sudden, do that. We'd much rather have you like not burning out and being miserable. It turns out.
What is this, ethical
So
capitalism?
right.
Well, Icarus, I don't mean to be rude, but apparently someone in the party wants to make you upset by making you hydrate.
I don't have any water here. Do I? Yeah, you have one in there still. All right, hold on.
The disembodied voice of Percy's like, oh, not getting out of this. Anyway, welcome to the audience. This is session 2 of our game. Last we left off, the bold and doe-eyed adventurers found themselves trapped in a prison, and through clever means got out of their cells and made their way through on their attempt to escape. And then one of them decided to promptly ball bust one of their captors. And everyone was so proud of her.
He deserved that.
Another one threw pocket sand, which is a little clever as fuck. All in all, it was a lovely session 1. Tonight we'll be picking off where we left off. Oh, god damn it. Apparently there's 2 hydrates, so everyone take 2 sips of water, I guess. That includes you, Mike.
I always have water.
I should be an ass and make a check blood sugar thing for the diabetics.
Already have.
Found my water.
Rude. Done.
Okay. So, to my understanding, you guys had left off in the mess hall after committing your first murders, and Dell was having a evacuation of, stomach contents because, oh god, murder.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which
Blood and guts.
Which I
Never
didn't think
seen
about in the moment, but for a robot to vomit, that's gonna like challenge so many laws of physics. But we're not getting into that.
We don't worry about it.
I mean, Shindroid are supposed to be able to pass pretty well for like a person, so
That's fair.
There has to be some rudimentary level of it.
That's fair. Also, if Bender can smoke a cigar under the ocean, Shindroid can throw up after committing murder.
I mean, hey, all of the robots at Dionysus Bot's parties also got sick every once in a while, so there's precedent.
Okay, no, that is precedent. We do like precedents. If I remember correctly, no one looted the bodies yet.
No.
No,
Okay.
we would not think.
Yeah, because we literally just ended the combat and said, okay, that's it for the night. Everyone leveled up. That was awesome. We all leveled up, and hopefully everyone is Gucci on their papers.
I sure hope so.
And by that I mean hopefully
Sure.
no one's still at level 1.
Nah, I all the tiny numbers and the tiny increases everywhere.
Okay.
So many tiny numbers.
Welcome to Pathfinder. The numbers do get bigger, don't worry. So yeah, what would you guys like to do now that you've committed mass murder?
Loot the bodies.
With the body, yeah.
Loot, loot, loot.
Loot goblins you. Alright, so
You're the one who mentioned it.
well, I mean, I was taking stock of everyone's notes. Alright, so on the guards, the one that Corey skewered through the face, giving them a lovely optical piercing.
Optical piercing.
Yeah, I'm a writer. I gotta like flex my muscles sometimes. You find a worn key.
Ooh.
It's clearly been used a lot. It's a little sticky, but on like as you pick it up, you realize it's just from food. So someone didn't wash their hands before touching stuff.
Unhygienic.
I mean, you're in a prison with like all types of bandits. Like, do you expect the Ritz? You also find collectively 75 gil. You guys can spread amongst yourselves.
So a total of 75?
Yeah, like amongst the dead, there are 75 total.
Okay.
You guys can divide that however you
Calculator.
Math. Figure that out.
So if someone wants to put
There's
that
how many
in.
of us? 6?
Yes.
There's 6 of us.
Someone's gonna get a little bit extra.
Yeah.
That's me. I could use it. That's ammo. We have heavy artillery now.
Oh god, I forgot. You just yeah, okay.
You
I was
fool.
waiting for it.
I know, I didn't say anything until now.
So that's
The bottle cap mines are gonna be started.
how much gil each and then extra for Mogzio?
It's like 12 and a half.
Yeah,
each.
like yeah,
12
like,
and a half each. So I guess get rid of the half and give it to Mogzio.
so that would mean Mogzio gets a 13 and everyone gets an 11. No.
No,
it's
hold on.
Hold on. I can math.
75 divided by 6 is
Be
12 and a half.
12 with a remainder of 3.
Okay, so but you can't split a gil coin 3 ways, so
So we
True.
would just give Mogzio 3 extra coins. So
Yeah.
he would have
You would have, yeah.
12 and 3 ammo.
okay,
Or he
there
can
you go.
use 15 gil for ammo.
There you go.
I'll just,
Math.
I'll use the 3 for ammo.
We have 12.
Because I can do 3 at a time.
Welcome to D&D where math is our strongest
So
aspect.
that's 12 gil.
That's why it's called Math Finder.
God damn it.
I almost want to make you roll disadvantage next time for that pun, but it was good.
Do it.
No, it was a good one.
Do it.
Have you not heard that?
I have never heard that one, so
It
like
makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
I have that sticker on my binder for Pathfinder.
of all the stickers you've shown me, that was never one of them. If I had heard it
Bryson would
before.
like to steal silverware.
Okay. Anyway, also, you also find a list of goods and food and like essentially an inventory list among one of the bodies. It is poorly written in common. Like whoever wrote it did not learn how to read and write. But we're not judging them. Education is hard.
Is it for things we can see?
You don't know. It's just a list. There's like no label to it. It's just a list of like a bunch of different foods listed out, a bunch of weapons listed out,
Ooh.
and a bunch of like just random. It looks like a grocery list, but for bandits.
Okay.
The bandits go to Costco.
So they go to Wawa. Wawa. What's it called? Is that what it is in Pennsylvania?
The hell is a Wawa?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Pennsylvania. The Amish go. That's all we need to know.
Those are down here. Wow. It's a gas station convenience store
There you go.
thing.
So it's like a quick trip.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Quick Trip or Sheets, but it's got slightly better scaled food.
Or a come and go.
I've never been to one.
What? None of these things here.
Nope.
We all
have
had.
those
We all just got
sometimes.
derailed by that one gas station name. For all adults. But yes, you have your list, your guild, and your key.
I would like to see if I can find any silverware.
Roll a.
It is the mess hall.
If there's no
Yes.
silverware in here, I'm gonna be very confused. I mean, then again, like some bandits may not have manners.
Can I
Roll-
look for specific kinds of silverware?
That'll raise the DC.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
But yes, roll me a. Yeah, perception. Just because you're looking for one thing. Yeah. Okay. First roll, the evening is perception. Who's surprised?
A, B, C, D, E, F. Skip a few. 99, 100. Okay. 15 plus 4 is a 19.
You are able to find 4 wooden spoons, 2 metal ones, and 1 made out of bone.
Yay! I put the bone spoon in Hyacinth's hair.
Cute.
Hold on. I need to do a thing now, just because you said that.
4 wooden spoons. So 2 metal?
Yeah, I think I said 2. 4, 2, 1. Yeah.
I was just asking about the make of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then 1 bone spoon.
And also, just so you know, as soon as you put it in your hair, you notice that the bone spoon is this thing is like pure clean. It's not juicy at all. It is just a clean as fuck bone, like someone bleached it.
I'm gonna name it one day. Not today. We have things to do, but I'm gonna name the spoon.
All right. So you got your silverware. What is everyone else doing?
Is there like another exit somewhere?
Roll a perception.
Door, wasn't there?
There's another door here.
There's another door.
Does the key work on the door?
That's my guess.
Do you want to find out?
Unless we want to earn JM another nickel and knock down the door.
Okay, I try to knock down the door.
Roll a strength check.
Just cause.
I got a nickel
Why
for
the
every
fuck
time.
not?
If I got a nickel for every time a party member kicked in a
It's
fucking door, I'd have 2
16
nickels.
plus 16.
Well,
plus-
somebody was on lunch break.
I
So
rolled
16?
a 16 and I get +2 because of the gate crasher.
Is that including your strength modifier?
Oh no,
Maybe you always gotta include the modifier.
I forgot. So I got 16.
Smash the
Which
door.
plus 1 is
Smash the
17.
door.
Plus 2 is 19.
So total of 19?
Yeah.
You kick as hard as you can. Like, you notice the other door and you're just like, well, fuck it. I kicked down one, I might as well kick down the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also still a little annoyed that you actually had a fight after getting out of jail, so you're kind of like, you're still annoyed. Just like, how fucking they also broke your stick.
Yeah, I'm angry about that.
Aw.
You liked that stick.
I did.
Rest in peace to the sticks.
Good grip,
Made
good
that
good good even balance. So you're like actually peeved. You lift your leg, dominant leg, mind you, and just full on Spartan kick, and both, because it's double doors, fly open.
Yeah.
None of them come off the hinges though.
That's fair enough.
Yes. And you now have an open door.
All right. Shall we go? I say to the rest of the party.
What can we see through the open door?
You can see into the door. Would you like to roll a perception to see what you see inside of it?
That is 17.
It looks like a storage room.
Nice.
There's literally piles of clothing, piles of weapons, piles of everything just thrown across the floor. And on the shelves, there's like packages of food, medical supplies, all that good shit.
So restocking our stuff is here, hopefully.
Here.
I dive into the pile looking for my cards.
You're just gonna dive
Everything
in?
else.
Type it.
You're just gonna dive right in.
Well, I get a +2 to detect hidden things, so did I notice anything that looks bad?
You didn't notice anything.
DFA dives in.
Oh, God.
There
So
you go.
the two Muggles dive in.
Like kick open a door, they dive in.
I'm only asking for setting the scene. Are you two literally physically diving, or are you being metaphorical?
DFA's serious diving.
Like
They're
Scrooge McDuck?
McDuck diving.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
She is a dragoon. She dives.
I need you both to roll a dexterity.
A reflex save or
Actually, no, yeah, no, actually, because you said that, go with acrobatics. Because you are diving. I realized that after I said it.
natural 20 for a total of 27.
Natural 20 for 29.
Oh my god.
The four of you witness
The
door.
the four of you witness well, three of you watch Elric kick on the door, and then right as the door flies open, both Muggles fly under Elric's legs, and literally Scrooge McDuck jump into the pile of stuff. They both have disappeared from your view. They are submerged in this pile of loot. You can occasionally hear things like being rustled around, metal clanging against metal, wood being scraped against, and the occasional two of them bumping and just saying, "Oh, sorry, didn't see you there," kind of thing.
If there's stuff that isn't mine, I would throw it out of the pile.
If you are searching on the pile, do roll a perception.
Okay.
Just so you can see what you're swimming through.
19. Or, well, yeah, 19. 21 if it's hidden.
You are able to find all of your stuff that was taken from you.
Yes.
You also find, while you're just perusing, a neatly wrapped strawberry cake.
Huh.
Like it's in its package.
Give me the cake.
That's a weird place to store food.
Yeah.
Bandits literally just yeet things in the room. They're not exactly taking courtesy checks. This isn't the TSA.
Okay.
Is DFA percepting too, or just swimming through the shit?
She is percepting.
And what did she get?
22.
You find all of your gear. You also happen to find a lovely dragon-shaped necklace. It is made out of a fine green material. Could be jade, could be just painted to be green. But it is a coiled dragon with its wings unfurled, where the chain connects.
I'm gonna hold it up and go, did anybody lose this? No? Can I keep it?
It's not flour. It's yours.
It's not mine.
For the record, for those of you who are not in the pile, all you see is the Muggle's hand shoot out like a periscope with the necklace. You don't see DFA, you just see the arm in the necklace.
Good job finding something shiny.
Thank you for asking.
What about the rest of you who are now still in the door watching these two LGM style or through the loot?
I guess I look back and say something tells me our gear is probably in here. We should probably look for it.
Once the trip hazards are inside, Hyacinth is gonna go and start looking for their stuff.
I'm gonna head into.
Did you just refer to the Muggles as trip hazards?
Trip hazards.
Yes. They've almost tripped Hyacinth twice
Okay.
in the same day.
Okay.
They're like cats.
Okay, you all go into search. If you are going to do that, roll perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's a 17 plus 1, 18.
I'm waiting for the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
It's a 15.
I got a nat 20.
Go, Del, go!
Dell's eyes just glow.
He can
What-
see
so-
Del, what do your Shindroid eyes see?
all.
Dell is able to see a bunch of orcs taking hobbits to Isengard.
the
Are they hobbits or are they Moogles?
No,
They're
no,
hobbits.
Taking the Moogles to Isengard.
So, what was that one for you, Adrian? I didn't hear yours.
15.
Okay.
Modified 20.
Dell, you instantly are able to zoom in on your shit and just like navigate through the room to it instantly. Hyacinth, you notice yours after Dell moves because you see a lot of your shiny spoons in a bag.
I count my spoons. I'm counting my silverware to make sure none of it is gone.
Okay. Elric, you take a bit of time with your searching because you're like, okay, there's a lot of loot here. You know, I'm gonna look just in case there's something else I might want along the way. But you do find your gear.
Nice.
At first, Corey, you don't see all your things, but as you come in further, you get closer to the loot pile and you see the Moogles tossing things out of the pile. Most of it happens to be your stuff.
Oh, great.
And you're like, they're tossing it before you for you to catch it and put it back all on you.
Those works.
The trip hazards
do
were
we
able
all-
to find your stuff.
Okay, so everyone finds everything?
Yep, you're able to find all of your gear.
Inventories are returned.
Yes, all of your inventories returned, including your gill, everything. Do you wish to keep searching the pile, or are you guys going to just cut and run?
Yeah, I would like to keep searching and see if there's any,
Yeah.
like, maybe a better armor or something useful. Anything else useful?
All right, if you were going to do that, roll a. Roll an appraise.
An appraise?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because like you're going to be looking at everything, see if there's anything valuable.
Okay. Alright, I rolled a 19, but I don't have a bonus, so it's just 19.
Just flat 19? Okay.
Mhm.
A lot of the gear in
Anyone
here.
wants to do it?
If anyone wants to do it, yeah, go ahead. For you, Elric, though, on a quick glance, the weapons in here, most of them are rusted, broken, not of any value. Not even worth melting down.
You said appraise.
Yes.
I got a 12.
Hyacinth, you're able to notice that there's a lot of clothing in here, but on a glance, most of it smells like it's been there for months. It's got that mildewy, unwashed clothing scent.
Is there anything that is close? I don't need like something exact, but close to a black cloak.
For that specific thing, roll perception.
Yeah.
And what did you get, Mogzio?
I got a 20.
None of you roll
I got a
badly.
net 20. I got a net
No,
20
not,
plus
not
4.
there.
Mogsy, you're able to find, like, because you're still in the pile of stuff, becoming like a Roomba, you're able to scrounge up for yourself 25 more gil.
Nice.
That was just like in pockets or under something.
Wait.
And of course, because, you know, finders keepers, you're not saying shit.
Of course not.
I'll just pocket it. And if I'm convinced I can't find anything else, I'll just like phase out of the pile. Just walk out.
Phase out of the pile.
There is nothing really of value that you could use, so yeah, you just phase out of the pile and appear next to Corey and Elric, who are just like, oh shit, where the fuck did you come from?
Just walk out and shake like if any socks like worm their way into their trench coat, I'll just toss them to the side and
Yeah,
fix
no.
my cap and
As you come out, a what are the like the bandage, not the bandages, but the wraps soldiers would usually wear under their tunics and everything. One's kind of
Hmm.
like caught on your coat, and you just kind of like shake the coat and it falls off. What about everyone else? Did you guys do appraising, or are you good with what you have?
I got a 12 for appraise, and I got a 20 for a
Oh, right, you
perception.
got the 20.
I got a nat 20 with a +4.
You're able to find, it's not black, but it is a deep, deep, like jungle green.
Mine.
And conveniently, the hood has 5 like holes in it, like almost like someone raked nails through it, so your ears can fit through if you.
Yeah, Hyacinth is just gonna start like pulling on the cloak to fit their ears through, and then like wrap it around themselves, and like do like a model spin of just like showing off the cloak that they found.
DFA is gonna be like, "Oh, it's so lovely."
If I shorten it, do you think it would fit you?
She just kind of looks at her body and goes, "I don't think it would fit. So, besides, I have a hard time jumping and I wear other things." And then she looks a little sad about it for a second. She's like, "It's okay though."
We'll find you good clothes, even if we have to kill a bandit and steal theirs.
She's already wandered off at this point. She goes, "Do you have cake?"
I thought there were stores that contained those goods.
There are, but you have to pay money for those. You could just take things from bad people, and then you could have their things.
He kind of looks down at like the piles of blood and like the kind of oil slicky stuff that he got, sick on. Yes, I may just wait until I have more.
Corey, what would you like to do?
I'm good just having my stuff back.
Fair enough. So I believe everyone is content with the loot they've acquired and pilfered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, also, the note you had found, now that you're in this room, you realize the note was literally an inventory of what was in there.
Oh,
So you're now able to discern that the note is the bandits' way of keeping track of what they had stolen and what they had stockpiled.
oh no! Should we return these things?
Can we carry all of this?
Well, no, not right now, but another time.
Maybe we can tell
I
people
mean, we could
where,
tell them
where
it's
it is.
here and
Yeah,
they could
we could
tend
go
to it themselves.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you guys are going to leave and head back the way you came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan.
Since now you guys are armed, you can actually do something?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head back into the mess hall. No one has come through the door you originally came in. Still quiet and empty. The bodies you had left are still, where you left them. The unconscious one, though, is still unconscious, so what you want to do with him is up to you.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
Oh,
All
To
right.
death for
Yeah.
fun.
Yep. Fuck
wouldn't it be for fun to death?
That works too.
Ignoring the Princess Bride reference, I'm just not going to make. So you're just gonna attack the unconscious corpse.
I am going.
He's
to
only
stab
mostly dead.
The unconscious guy. Yes.
Unconscious corpse.
2 Princess Bride references I could have made. Okay, roll an attack.
Roll an attack. Okay.
Yes, I did get some information. I
20.
I confirmed Elric's alignment.
A nat 20.
Roll damage.
So plus 1 is 21.
Again, roll
That's the
damage.
base-
Roll damage for this
that's the-
unconscious boy.
Roll damage for the
Aw.
unconscious guy. All right. Let's see. What's my
It's an automatic crit.
great sword?
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's an automatic crit too.
Nah, ouch. All right, great sword is 2d6. 2d6. 2 of those.
We're only
Roll.
2 episodes and committing war crimes.
I got a
They're
9.
bandits.
A 9 plus 2 is 11.
Just so you know, you killed him. So describe how you want to kill this unconscious boy.
I'm just gonna take the great sword, flip it, point it down, and stab downwards into his freaking spine. Fuck this bad guy. He dies.
Again, he's unconscious at this point, but all you hear is a and then the body just goes limp under your sword.
Bogsy is kind of like still kind of like putting everything back into place, like where he had it, and just kind of like looks over and you're like, we could have talked to him for information.
Well, you should have said that before I decided to kill him.
Whatever. We're gonna end up fighting our way out of here anyway.
I will keep that in mind for the future.
Yeah, if
But yeah,
has a point. You always say no if you don't want them to kill them first.
For next time, I'll leave a sticky note or something on him.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Save
It's on right on his forehead.
Oh god.
Yeah, I just don't really have much mercy for these types.
That's fair. I can understand this.
I can respect this. Scotch Demon says an unconscious doesn't mean undangerous. So
Yeah.
I will
Demon,
respect. I will
that's
respect
fine.
that. Anyway,
That
yeah.
is my Andy.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude?
So, how many bandits were there? 5?
There were 5, and then Elric made sure the 5th one stayed dead.
Okay.
There were 5 that we saw.
Yes.
Of the 5, how many have hair?
All of them?
Like at least a good couple inches of hair?
Yeah. The shortest one is a crew cut.
Okay. Hyacinth is gonna go and take their dagger and cut a lock of each of their hair and put it into a pouch.
Okay. DM is suspicious, but okay.
I'm not gonna ask.
It's better not to ask. It's force people things.
Okay. Cool.
When the bunny takes the dead people's hair, it's best to not ask questions.
Makes sense to me.
What will be the
Bogsio doesn't know much, but he understands that much.
what will be the marching order as you guys leave the room?
I'll probably be scouting ahead again.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably a good idea, and I'll be right behind Moxio
Okay.
with enough room to let him like clear an area.
You guys are able to make it to the room that Moxio and DFA had gotten to before without having to be stealthy because it was already cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Upon entering, those of you who were not there the first time are able to notice the now dead corpse of, unfortunately, Oscar.
Hyacinth goes over to that body, does the exact same thing if he has hair.
You have to remove his helmet, so roll a No, you just have to just remove the helmet. I'm not gonna make that a roll because it's like that'd be point.
Okay,
So you just have to, actually examine him.
that's fine.
Investigate even a thing?
Is investigate a thing?
It's
Or is that
not.
perception?
It's just perception. But I'm not gonna make you roll for like lifting a helmet.
Okay, so just perception roll?
No, you don't have to roll at all. You just have to lift off the helmet and check.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
All right. You lift off the helmet. You find the man is very young. Like, want to say mid to late teens. He is a Elvan, and he has spiky, maybe like 3 or 4 inches spiky blonde hair. It's a very, very tousled mess. Obviously, bad helmet hair.
Hyacinth just takes out the dagger from before and just stretches Oscar's hair as far as it can go, and then gets as close to the scalp without actually scalping.
I was about
And
to
just
say,
takes
all right, you take some of the hair.
yes. And then they kiss Oscar on the forehead
Oh, that's awesome.
and pat him on the head. And then they take the hair and they just twist it around their fingers, and then they twist it around the dog tags that are in their breast pocket.
All right. As everyone else files in, do you do anything else?
That I can think of.
All right. For those who weren't there before, the room is a large rectangular room, high ceiling. Oscar's body is in the center of 4 like support columns, and you recognize this is the room where everything was taken from you when you were brought here. No one is in the room either. To the left of the room, when you walked in. Hold on. Yes, to the left is one doorway, and to the right there's another doorway. On the other side of the room, like opposite of where you came in, there's a stairwell. However, that is where the trail of blood that Oscar leaked everywhere is coming from, just as a heads up.
I would like to check the left door.
Okay. You're gonna be stealthy, or are you just gonna like strut over and check?
I'll stealth, and then I'll look for like any traps or anything on the door.
Roll stealth.
And there's a right door.
There is a right door.
I'll do the same with the right door.
Okay. You want the right, or do you want the right wrong door?
The correct right door.
Okay. Go. You gotta do stealthy, or are you just percepting?
Stealthy.
Okay, roll for stealth. You said you got what for your stealth, Mogzia?
I did 19.
19. You're able to make to the door. No sound is coming from it or from behind it, thankfully. It seems like it's just a standard wooden door. The top, like 1/8 of the door, I guess, is a like a view hole with little iron bars you'd see in a prison. Unfortunately, due
Okay.
to your height, you can't exactly see through
Right.
it.
I got a 19. No, wait. 18 plus 3. 21. Math.
Welcome to Mathfinder, where none of us know how to do basic math.
Correct.
You're sneaky beaky over to the other door.
Mhm.
You reach it, and much like Moggs, you don't really hear much. But you get the impression that because as you reach it, there is a not a sound, but like you know how like when you get near some doors, it's like almost like you can hear a draft if there's a hallway.
Yeah, like that
Yes.
high and whistly thing.
Yes. Thank you. Someone understood what I was going for. Thank God. But yeah, you're able to hear that. Give me the indication that behind this door is another corridor of sorts.
Does my door have a lock on it?
The one for you, yes.
I
Then mine
slowly
doesn't?
turn. Go ahead.
To answer the question, yours does not have a lock. And you can slowly turn yours if you want to try.
Yeah, just very
I'm gonna
slowly
wait.
to see if it's locked.
The door is locked.
Okay. I don't think I noticed about the key from the looting.
No,
Oh,
that was I would say a public thing because you guys were all looting the 5 bodies.
Oh, okay. I'll
I don't
probably
know who
just
has the
whisper
key.
that it's locked. Yeah, I don't know who has it either.
I believe
I'll
Corey.
say I
Yeah,
do.
Corey found it because I made the point that she felt the someone didn't have clean hands.
Icky.
Yes.
I'll hold it out to Moggs like with my thumb and forefinger. Like, try that.
All right. I will grab it and try it slowly.
The key does work.
Okay.
The first time a key actually works where you put it. First try.
I'll pop it open.
All right. Hyacinth, you said you opened your door too?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to say like 3 doors are opening at once.
I'll like.
Nope.
I'll make sure. I'm sure at least DFA is paying attention, but like if no one does, I'll kind of like signal that I'm going to open the door, and then I'll do it.
All right. Everyone else? You gonna,
I'm gonna just stay enough behind. Any rooms they clear, I'll like follow. Moggy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind either Moggs or Hyacinth to open the door.
Yeah, Hyacinth is waiting for the door to open, the locked door,
Mhm.
with daggers out,
Okay.
prepared for somebody to come out and need to be slain.
Dell's hand is shaking a little bit, but he's sort of like, okay, we're gonna do this again.
The door opens without any problems, thanks to the key. There is that spine tingling creak. This door needs some WD-40 as it slowly creaks open. It would be faster, but due to Mogzio's size and the weight of the door, there is a bit more effort required to actually pushing it all the way open. You find yourselves in a long corridor. Torches lining the sides. No sign of the outside still, like you're still underground clearly. You remember you came down this hall when you guys were brought in.
Okay.
Is there anybody in that corridor?
There is not.
I see like how far it goes, or like if it goes.
The corridor is about 2 lengths of the mess hall you guys were just in. So about, I want to say 100. We'll say like 110, 120 meters long. It's one of those long corridors that you would have someone walking down so they don't know how far they are from the exit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the Green Mile, but that's a little too different topic.
I understood that reference.
I knew someone would.
Well, good.
Oh, you said that this is the way that we were brought in, correct?
Yes. Once you open and see down the corridor and the length of it, you're like, oh, this is the way we came when we were dragged in.
Okay.
Because you all remember the lengthy hallway.
Okay.
So,
Hyacinth is just gonna point to the other door and be like, I think that door is open and leads somewhere else. But this one might let us leave.
yeah, I was gonna say I kind of have to, if we want to explore some more, perhaps get some revenge, or if we just want to get the hell out of here.
I would like to leave and tell Jonah that bandits are apparently bad people.
I
I would
think he might know that.
Take out more of these guys. It'd probably be a good idea to just inform the others.
Corey wants to fight.
I could go either way. I just don't want to run into 15 of them all at the same time again.
I'm not going to argue very hard against fighting, though.
Well,
should we boulder, paper, shears?
Maybe. Is there only one exit out of that hallway?
From where you're standing, looking down, you can tell there's one exit at the end of the hall.
Okay.
The sides of it, though, you can't tell because it is just such a straight hallway. You can't see if there's any doors on the side from where you're standing.
Okay. And I had it laid out differently in my head because I thought that you said that the stairway where Oscar had trailed blood down was where we got taken, or where we were taken from.
No. That was that was a different that was a different room.
Okay.
Is there another room?
Hold on, I'll put in the chat what the room looks like.
Well, because there's a door on the left, there's a door on the right, and there's a stairwell on the opposite end from where we came down that goes somewhere else. The door on the left has the hallway where we came down to get here.
Up into. Hold on. Okay, into the handy dandy notebook. For those who would like an image,
Okay.
because visuals help.
Yes, I do.
You guys were in the rectangular room that has four different exits to it, and you were heading to the right because you guys came in. It was on your left.
Trying to look at it too closely. It doesn't look like what I had down.
There's the big room on the top left was where you guys your cell was. Mess hall's on the right. The storage room beyond that, and the rooms are in.
Oh, so we're in the big one on the bottom?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
and the hall that you're looking at is the one that's below the mess hall.
The long hall. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I mean, we're in it for the long haul.
Hey.
For that, Hyacinth makes everyone take 1 point of emotional damage.
I said that, not Hyacinth. It's just me.
Well,
The
I
seeing
mean,
seeing
so
Avira
that's
just
also-
go and cut people's hair might be a little sketchy for psychic damage.
I mean, I think this is kind of like just, regardless of any meta information or anything, it's pretty much just, do we want to clear this place out, or do we want to try to backtrack and get out of here?
I don't know, it depends. There's no way of knowing how many we're up against at any given time.
Right.
Or how many we might see on the way out.
They also think that we're in our cell, so
Mm-hmm.
A reminder:
So
you
like-
killed 5, and there
Mhm.
were 16 that brought you in, not including the leader.
Yeah, but that couldn't have been all of them.
So there are
Right.
currently 6 dead, including Oscar.
Yes. Hey, Dad, look at that!
Even-
You keep up more than I was.
Yeah.
I forgot
So,
about
but
Oscar.
then, but they killed Oscar because he let us go. So
Yes.
they should probably know that we're around here somewhere.
That is true. They would.
I mean, well,
weren't gone.
I guess, yeah, he did say that they killed. Well, I'm so confused.
Poor Oscar. He died for being a good bean.
Well, how do you guys feel about avenging Oscar? He did help us escape, and he died for it.
I believe if we are careful and don't kick in every door, I think that's the correct phrase. We might be able to do it and not get thrown back into prison.
With a smirk, I say, "Well, fair enough. Then perhaps Mogzio, you should take the lead and stealthily let us know what's going on ahead of us,
Okay.
if all are in agreement."
Oscar doesn't need vengeance. Oscar just needs the forest.
So I take it you're going to
Okay.
continue out the way you guys were brought in?
Oh,
DFA, what sounds better? Cake after we get out of here without killing a bunch of people, or cake after we get out of here just running away?
But there's cake involved either way.
Sure. Which sounds better to you?
Vengeance.
my kind of Moogle.
The small voice
I'm
is
with
what
the
does it.
Moogle.
I like this Moogle.
But I trust your judgment.
Killing for vengeance for a soul that's already gone is one thing, but killing for fun is another.
Oh, I take no pleasure in it.
Hyacinth
do.
just stares and at this Hume that looks like so many other Hume, then notes the ears and is like, So at this point, they are seeing like an amalgamation of just Humes
But something
and
else.
a little bit of Oscar mixed in with Elric's face. And they just look and they just kind of squint and shrug. And then they just go back to what they were doing, looking down this hallway.
I thought Hyacinth's face blindness was about to evolve and all of a sudden make all Elvon
It's
the
evolved.
same.
Nope.
No way. It's just kind of blended oddly.
Yes, it's at this point they believe that Elric is just like an amalgamation
With 20 years.
of these concepts that they kind of understand of people.
What I'm hearing is that Elric
You're
is,
gonna stand there like, okay.
Elric is secretly Clayface, and Hyacinth is the only one who can tell, is what I'm hearing.
Correct.
There you go.
Correct.
Well, from what I can tell, the answer is leaning slightly towards clearing this place out.
Okay.
So
I will say
I'm
it is
down
up to.
for it
I will
as
say it is
long
up
as
to you,
you
Magzio.
scout.
It is up to you, Magzio, as you are the one who is putting yourself in danger first, scouting out these areas. So whatever you say, I will follow.
Yeah, that.
okay. Well, I guess I'm the leader.
The
All right,
gambler is the leader.
In order to not meta, since I did see the map, I'm just gonna roll
Okay.
to determine which one we're gonna go to next.
That works.
Okay.
So what odds are gonna be the Hyacinth's hallway, and then evens are gonna be the stairwell.
That works.
Odds it is.
Back to Hyacinth's
So-
doorway then?
Yep.
Okay. The group turns back around, heads back where Hyacinth found the door. Hyacinth, you remember that the door was not locked.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you approach it, do you want to open the door, or are you going to let Magzio go first?
I don't get all up on the door, so it's Hyacinth's to open.
We decided not to kick them in anymore, correct?
Correct.
I mean,
And they look at Corey. It's like, do you want to kick in a door? Not this door.
I mean,
This is my door.
yeah,
But another door.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
everyone will get their own door.
And
Don't give them a door.
they they open the door with a dagger in one hand, fully prepared for this to go bad.
All right. I
Okay.
draw my weapon, get ready, and I'm behind whoever's going in first.
Which would be Hyacinth.
You'll say the door swings in, so Hyacinth would be like stepping in as they open the door.
Mm-hmm. So is it me, then Magzio, then Elric, or is it what order are we going in?
I could probably step over Magzio, so.
I was just
Oh,
having you
FA
open the
would
door
be-
if you want me to go first.
The
That's
trip
fine.
hazards.
DFA is always within 5 feet of Mogzio.
I'm basically letting the stealthy ones go and look first, and then if shit goes down, I'll go in.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
right
my
behind them.
strategy too here.
All right, Hyacinth goes in the door.
Okay. Hyacinth, you open the door. You have one hand on the doorknob, one hand with a dagger ready. You find yourself in an L-shaped corridor. Torches lining it, and you can hear something. Sounds muffled coming from the other end of this L-shaped corridor. You can't distinguish what it is, but you do hear something with your special ears.
Ears. Sounds verophobic, but okay. I'm gonna point to my ears and basically try to say like I hear something without talking and being loud.
So you're pantomiming.
Yes.
Roll a performance,
Oh yes, yes.
like to
So
make sure that they
excited.
understand what you're trying to say with your hands.
So excited. 4.
You just rolled that's the total is 4.
I rolled a 2 and I have a +2 to performance. I got a 4.
Okay.
Boy.
I'm so excited.
If anyone has an intelligence modifier, what's everyone's intelligence modifier?
16.
0.
A
Zero.
modifier.
+3.
Oh,
Hey,
modifier? Plus
Yes. I was like, wait a minute, 16.
Zero.
+1.
If you have a 2 or higher for your modifier, you're able to understand Hyacinth. Because while she is being very like ears, direction, noise, she's not being like what would be conventional signing. You're able to figure it out, but there's a moment of like, you're having a seizure? What's going on with your ear? Then it clicks. For those who have a 1 or lower for intelligence, you just see the bunny going ears, hall, ears, hall, ears, hall, as if like that means something.
It's forest people speak.
Just gonna whisper. What is she doing?
Noises.
I don't have
Noises.
any idea.
Noises. Oh.
DFA is just gonna
Noises?
go, what are you doing?
Hyacinth just sighs and shakes their head and just motions for people to go in the hall.
Okay.
You tried so hard.
I guess we're
They
going.
did, and they're just like, I'm accepting my fate. I'll be with the forest eventually.
I'm coming home, Mom. One way or another.
Yep.
Okay.
Please don't make the bunny the mom friend. They can't handle that.
Also, because DFA, I'm assuming you yelled that, right?
Absolutely.
She did.
Had to make sure. Just the
Chaos.
had to make sure everyone was aware that DFA was not quiet. Hyacinth, the noise you heard suddenly stopped.
Element of surprise is gone, they say under their breath. And then in Vera, or Viren, I guess. I don't know what Vera's language is called.
You didn't? Good question. I don't know.
I'm going to say it's Viren. They say, fucking city folk. And then just wait for someone else to go first.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, I might still be able to get the drop on him.
I mean, you
Ugh.
can slip between planes.
I will stealthily head down the hall, but also be looking out for traps.
All right. Roll
Just in case there's like some button they can press or something. I don't know.
because you're going to be doing stealth and doing a thing for traps. Your perception roll I want to be a disadvantage. Your stealth one though is normal because you're multitasking.
30 for stealth.
Wow.
The whole party just watched
Oh,
Moxio
that-
phase from
oh,
existence. 1 minute Moxio is directly in front, then poof, gone.
Well,
17 for perception. That's still a disadvantage.
I just whisper, how does he do that?
You do find some pressure plates on the floor, but you're able to mark them as you go
Okay.
with either putting a gill on them or just something to indicate like this is do not step here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. What I'll do is I'll put I have bags of caltrops, and so I'll put a single caltrop like right in the center of the plate.
Okay, that works. But for the party,
Step on the sharp thing.
again, for the party, all you see is Moxio strapped by Hyacinth and Elric, and then like somehow, yellow trench coat and all, vanish from your field of view. But while you're looking down the hall, you do notice these little caltrops appearing on certain tiles.
Not disappearing. I'm just silent, and I'll mime like no steppy.
And you come around the corner of the, because it's an L-shaped corridor, you come around and you make it all the way to the end, placing all your caltrops down. And once you reach the end, there's a door. This door, unlike the other ones, is best way I can describe it like is like an office door, more than like a jailer door. It's a nice fine mahogany wood, and there is a keyhole that you can peer inside, and from the bottom of the door you can see light pouring out.
Okay. I will try to mime to Hyacinth and try to like communicate like thieves' tools, like pick lock something.
Roll performance to communicate in the miming form.
13. Or sorry, not 13. 19.
Mogzio somehow pulls out of their coat like those little flags, like
Oh
an
my
airport,
god.
and just starts like waving their arms in different directions. Hyacinth somehow understands this. Be like, hey, get these tools, do these things, and follow.
Hyacinth does have thieves' tools because she is a thief. And if Mogzio's already cleared the way, can they just go a safe way?
The as you saw him placing the caltrops down, you could try to avoid them, but because of the size of the corridor, all 6 of you would have to try to navigate around them all.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, yeah, you could, but you'd all be in single file.
That's
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
And for you guys to do that,
I'll go first behind after the thief.
if that is the case, I want each of you to with advantage, because you know the caltrops are there, roll navigate.
Okay.
Navigate?
It's
Yes,
one of the skills.
it's
Yeah.
right
Be
below.
intelligence.
It's right below linguistic.
Okay. Roll 20.
A, B, C, D.
Thank fucking
99,
God
100.
you said advantage.
Right?
This might take a second.
I rolled a 1 and then a 17.
Thank God for advantage.
Thank God for advantage.
So you said
I
you
got a
wait.
19.
So wait.
Wait, are we rolling with advantage?
Yes, because
Yes.
Mogzio
Okay.
placed down all the caltrops so you know where to step. It's just a matter of
I
do
got a
you
19.
do it without hitting anything.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey! Go, Del, go.
Del literally just like jumps on the ceiling and starts like spider walking.
I don't think
love
he
it.
does that.
No,
Oh,
Del is just very
21.
graceful. Okay, Corey, you got a 21, so that means you and Del are able to like just casually walk down the hall and notice where they are and just not step on them.
Oh.
Hyacinth, you and Mike got 17 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not as casually, but you still have a like little effort involved going through. Along the way, because he did almost roll lovely one.
Almost.
Elric does almost step on a caltrop. Like his foot is right above it, and he gets grabbed and pulled back at the last second.
Oof.
Good.
Do that.
Thank you.
And as he's pulled back, and he looks down at the where the caltrop is, not only does he see the caltrop, he actually sees the pressure plate. The pressure plate, when he looks at it, looks like it's connected to something on the wall. So he can imagine, without knowing exactly, what would have happened if he stepped on it.
Scary.
You all have reached Mogzio, though, so congrats. And, of course, Mogzio is watching you all with, like, oh, that actually worked. Also, what did you get, DFA?
Oh no.
22.
Thank God. Thank the Moogle God.
To remind everyone that you are a Dragoon, you use your spear to literally pole vault over all the traps, land, then pole vault again to get back next to Moxio.
Technically, it would be higher if I did that.
Why do you say you would be higher?
Because that would be considered a jump, and I get bonuses to that.
Oh, I'm not saying like you're not leaping per se. It's like you're using it to just like go up for a minute, come back down, go up, come back down. Not like shooting yourself, but getting in the air just on the stat, then coming back down. How do I describe that? I can't. I was gonna use a description, but it's spoilers for something. God damn. Anyway, long story short, you get to Moxio fine.
Everyone survives for now.
Everyone has survived for now. You are all gathered outside the door, where there is a light pouring from the bottom, and light coming out of the keyhole on the door.
Hyacinth is gonna make the universal motion for a key of like twisting your wrist and pointing at the keyhole and like putting their hand out for the like key that Corey had gotten from the guard bandit.
I gave that to Moggs.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll
Well,
hand it
why
over.
does he-
I personally don't think it's going to work, but I'm not sure if
Oh.
Moxio does.
Hyacinth's first thing is gonna be like pointing, like holding up the key and pointing at the door and shrugging. Like, is this gonna work?
We shrug back, and I'll just grab a gill and get it ready.
All right. Hyacinth's gonna try the key in the door.
Ready weapons.
Yeah, I'm holding my Bardiche thing up.
Yeah.
The key inserts into the door. No problem. And as you go to turn it, you hear the clicking of the lock unlocking. As the door opens, we're gonna
I didn't open it unless
the-
someone else opened it.
We are taking a break though because the door is opening as you went to turn the key.
Oh.
As you turned it, someone else started turning the door.
That's
Oh
fine.
no.
And that's where we're taking a quick break.
More murder.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
I can call it the plot hammer.
Oh no.
You've heard of the band hammer. From the makers of the band hammer, we present plot hammer. Make your characters cry.
With a plot hammer, let your DM nail you into your feelings.
5 easy payments of $29.95. Anyway, where we left off was Hyacinth put a key in the door, turned the key.
Door's
Mhm.
opening.
The door is now opening as the key turns. That's a song. As turns. What do you lot all do as the door starts to open before you?
Brought my hand from the key and just daggers all day.
Yeah, weapon ready.
Was already weapon ready.
Yeah, I was already weapons ready.
So, to my knowledge, everyone had at least one weapon out and ready, except for Dell, who was just like, "Oh God,
Which
here we
way is-
go."
Which way?
Stella's baby.
I don't.
Which way is the door opening?
Doors open into the way you were into the room that you'd be
Toward
going
us.
Oh, towards us.
Toward
okay.
him.
into. Toward them, not toward you.
Gotcha.
It's going toward.
The
Inwards.
people opening the door are pulling it open.
Yes,
So it's okay.
Oh.
it's one of those doors because it's like a room, not a hall. It's opening inward.
I want to kick it so
So-
bad. I want to kick it so bad.
I was actually gonna just say it's like I thought the door was opening into us.
No. It's opening away
Is
from
what you meant.
Away from you.
Okay. Then I would like to retract, dropping my hand, and I would like Hyacinth to push on the door.
All right, there you go.
Just like push it in.
Are you using your full?
Nose.
Before I decide what I'm gonna do, are you gonna be using your full body or just like your hands?
Like I'm going to shoulder into the door.
Roll strength.
Oh God, that's not my good stat.
Don't you know by now if the DM asks you to elaborate on what you're doing, there's gonna be a reason.
Well,
I know.
Okay, but the person opening the door doesn't know she's on the other side.
No,
so-
they don't. But there still has to be a strength in terms of like how much body weight is gonna be put into this push.
Nah, true.
Will it be?
Please don't eat my dice.
Will it be the door jumps, or the door is now off the hinge because Hyacinth found the strength of 20 men?
I got a 19, but I have a -1, so it's an 18, which is still good. But I am very sad that I have a -1.
All of you notice the door opening and in panic. Not so much though as Hyacinth, who just sees this and goes, "Fuck it!" Bam! And just like full on hockey player checks the door with her shoulder.
Yeah.
And the door flies open, bathing all of you in light. And you hear the loud thud of someone being forced back behind the door and against the wall behind them. And all you hear is a, "Oh! What the fuck?"
Lovely.
Love it.
You have no idea how bad I want to kick that door.
Again, every time a door gets kicked in on someone having lunch, I get a nickel. This does not count as getting kicked in on someone during lunch. There was no kicking and there was no lunch.
All right, so we all basically just see her do that.
Oh,
Obviously.
you were all within like arm's length of Hyacinth. You all were just like, "Oh, I want to do that."
It opens
Damn,
up.
girl.
The door is now wide open, and obviously there's someone behind the door,
Mhm.
a little dazed at the fact the door suddenly flew at their face, colliding them into the wall behind the door.
I guess I'm gonna go in, kind of charge in first a little bit and see what I see with my weapon drawn.
Roll a perception.
All right, it's a 13 plus 1, 14.
You see, you're looking at a someone's personal office room. There's a small, well, not small, but like small compared to what it could be. Oaken desk with a chair behind it. 2 candles on the further part so that you can have room to work on the table. There's also some papers sprawled out on the desk. Behind the desk and behind the chair is a small, like, makeshift bookshelf with like 1 or 2 books on it. Along the side walls, nothing really descript. Just a very like plain office space that someone would be using in this place. And again, because you know the guy's behind the door, you don't see him,
Mm-hmm.
but you know that he is there still.
So it's just like a singular, like a dead end office room.
Yeah,
All right. So I guess
And there's just the one guy.
the one guy.
behind the door who is again clearly screaming, "What the fuck?"
All right,
Hit
so
the door.
I guess I motion to the others. It's that you can come in. It's just a single room.
I'm gonna come in a hurry.
Okay.
Hyacinth is just still next, like in front of this door, pushing this dude into the wall with the door.
Oh, you're gonna like keep holding it?
Well, he's
As
Is that
for
what
the duration of everyone getting into the room.
okay? Roll
That is
another,
my plan.
roll another strength.
Oh God.
May I assist her?
You can assist.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. What does that do?
It means you roll with advantage.
Thank God.
Like, because Elric is putting his weight against the door as well, so you can roll.
Fuck, where'd that go?
Great thing to say is you're holding
God.
the door being opened.
Damn it. Hold on, my dice escaped.
Have you considered rolling the Ichigo?
She had to be kicked out. Okay, I got a 15.
Was that
-1, 14.
Was that the decided roll because you had advantage?
That's with advantage.
Okay.
My first one was an 8.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, you beat the check because it was a strength.
thank
It
God.
was strength versus strength. They are trying to push the door away from them because the way it had swung open, there's no room for them to like shimmy out between the wall and the door. So they're trying to push it away enough so they can just slide out, and you two are just putting your weight against it as everyone files in. As everyone files in, they all hear this again. Whoever's behind the door, whoever the fuck this is, I'm gonna wring your goddamn necks. How dare you do this to me?
If you're nice, I'll let you pick the forest I put you in.
You
Say
can
what?
try.
Let's say we've already dealt with several of your men, and it's just you alone in this room. And I suggest that to Hyacinth that she could let off on the door.
They will.
Do I recognize the voice?
I mean, the accent should be. Roll a knowledge history.
I don't have history. So
I have
just
that.
intelligence.
I mean, you had the skill. It's just a matter of you have nothing to it.
Actually, the way it works is if you don't have the knowledge skill, you can't roll it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then roll.
I just rolled intelligence. It's 12.
Yeah, intelligence actually is a better one. You have an idea because you obviously don't know everyone, but you do recognize the accent as very familiar. And your brain goes back to when you guys were captured. It sounds like the man who apprehended you and told you all to do as he said.
I'll just kind of strut in and flick the gill coin up in the air and catch it. Anyone got any manacles?
I've got chain and
Chain
rope.
whip. There was a manacle on the end of that chain whip, wasn't there? Like
No,
a single set.
no, they were able to get. It was just a chain.
Oh,
They were able to get that off.
But I do have rope.
They because you guys let go of the door, the leader of the bandits, warden, whatever you want to call him of this situation, finally pushes the door closed and is able to see you all. Incredulously, he cannot believe that he's looking at all 6 of you out of your cells, let alone in his office. The fuck are you lot doing out of your cells? Who let you out?
I'm gonna go up and just grab him by like the scruff and lift him up against the wall. Intimidation. And ask,
hold on.
Why exactly did you bring us here?
You're fully gonna lift him?
Well, like with the wall's help.
No, but like you are gonna pick him off the ground?
Yeah.
Well, first roll strength to see if you can lift him.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, you
Plus
lift him.
1.
You lift him with ease. He is like, to describe from what's it called? Brooklyn 99. It's like holding a couple of grapes.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you want to intimidate him?
Yeah, while asking like, why did you bring us here?
All right, then roll intimidation.
All right, that's a 15 and plus 6.
So 21. I think that was what is 21?
21, yeah.
Okay. Not only is he surprised that you can lift him, he is taller than you, older than you, wearing his armor. He's surprised you lift him with such ease.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you're pushing against the wall and using it to hold him up. He's looking down at you all, specifically you, going, "Oh shit." So you said you asked him why they captured you?
Yeah, why did you bring us here?
Why the fuck do you think? We found you in one of our outposts. You were intruding.
Intruding on bandits.
That house, Waters rights. No one had lived there for years. Says,
Let me throw him down.
Like you gonna throw him, or just like let him go?
Just kind of like toss him like to the floor a little bit.
Okay.
What would I do for that?
No, I was asking to be like, if you were gonna like physically yeet him,
Yeah,
that'd be
like,
one
like,
thing.
Like throw him down on the floor, like I don't.
Oh, then roll. I would call that an unarmed strike because you are like using him as a weapon.
Okay.
That should be like your strength modifier plus D4. I think it is.
A D4.
I think it's a D4 plus. You're not physically doing much. You're just
No. All right. Well, it's 3 + 1, so 4.
okay. So yeah, okay. He takes 4 damage when he hits the ground. He looks up at you all and goes, "So you're out of your cells. What the fuck do you want with me?"
Anyone else want to say something?
Yeah, you got your licks in.
I know what I want with you.
He looks at Corey very, very nervously as she says that.
Oh. Can I add? I'll just let you know. She killed a man with a knee to the balls.
Yep.
There's silence as he's trying to determine if you're being serious. He is going to roll. Not going to roll. I'm going to roll.
Dell just solemnly nods in the background.
My witnesses.
I've seen it.
The minute like he looks at all of you because you're all confirming the story, then looks back to Corey, who looks very proud of herself.
Yeah, she's glaring at him with her eyes like maniacally wide.
He kind of like slowly closes his legs and crosses one over the other. And just
That's cute.
and just like stares up at you. You don't do that to everyone, right? Just the ones you fight?
It depends on my mood, and I'm not in a good mood right now.
I'll add, well, if you don't want that to happen to you, I suggest you cooperate with us in any questions we might have. And then I kind of glance to Moxio. What questions? What might we have?
Hyacinth is going to the desk and just starting to rifle through things while this is all going on.
He's smarter than me, so.
I'll say, well, first off, there's already holes in your story. You're saying it was your outpost, but no one's lived there for years. Doesn't mean you own the place. But more importantly, why capture us? Why take us here? Hold us prisoner.
Figure out what the fuck you lot were doing. You were searching our place, and all we knew you were there to kill us.
What would you like to know?
Who the fuck are you?
Well,
Yafe's gonna go, "Who are you?"
Like, you visibly see his shoulders just like drop at the like, we're not gonna be doing this whole who are you, no who are you, no who are you thing.
you're right. You're answering.
We're hired to come here, keep the locals in line, and make sure they don't get too, ahead of themselves.
You were hired to specifically hinder them from getting out of their place?
Keep them here, keep them from doing much. All I know, we're paid, keep the locals in line. I don't ask questions. For the record, the intimidation that Corey has done to him is making his accent fluctuate, so don't worry about it.
It's all good. Stress is a hell of a drug.
Especially for a Scotsman.
What forest would you like to be buried in?
Aren't you still searching?
Hyacinth is just like looking for things and just ask that because they realize it's like, oh yeah, I didn't ask what forest they want to be in. I should probably ask that. That's important.
They look over and notice you at the desk and go, "Oh, oi! Get away from that! That's my desk!"
You're on the floor. What forest would you like to be buried in? If you don't pick, I will pick for you.
The fuck are you guys?
We could talk about that later, but right now, maybe start with who ordered you and is paying you to do that.
Never met the guy. Money always came in by delivery, and it was consistent, so we never asked questions.
Who gave you the order then?
Some
How did
hooded,
you get your orders?
some hooded bloke from Guadalajara Salam. Met him at a tavern. Our group needed money. He offered us a long-time gig.
Which tavern?
The prancing fucking chocobo.
The prancing chocobo?
Yes. He says it with enough exasperation, like, oh my god, what are you, an attorney?
For all you know, I am.
Well, you know who you might be from.
Give me 1 second. I'm writing it down.
Yes.
If anyone else wants to chime in,
I promise this is better than what I would do to you.
it's true.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
His eyes go up and down Corey and goes, if it doesn't work out with them, do you want to gig with us? We can let you kill whoever you want.
No.
It's
She
not
is
so
mine.
much killing I'm into as it is fighting.
I love how Hyacinth's like, no, mine, my angry girl.
And also, yeah, I kind of like the Vera.
Hyacinth literally promised Corey a good time on the way to this.
Yeah, she did.
At the reaction, he obviously just likes, okay, there goes that idea.
Why would somebody from another town care enough about this town to hire people to make it unpleasant to live in?
Due to Dell being the more shyer one of the group, the bandit leader actually has to look around to find the source of the voice.
Just where did that one come from?
Yeah, they pause and try to figure out how they want to answer, and it goes, "You are aware there's a war brewing. Certain people don't want certain sides getting in."
Okay, DM, legit question.
Yes.
How much does Dell know about that, given his background? Would I need to roll, or would he have seen some shit?
Roll an intelligence.
Okay, just straight intelligence?
Yeah, because you have been on the move, so you do know some things.
That would be a 21.
Go, Del, go.
You know, you are aware of the conflict between the two continents. You are aware that the Ionian League has been doing their best to stay neutral, stay out of the coming war, and you also know for a fact, as the guy said, certain sides would want neutral parties to stay out of the war. Scione specifically being a rich island in timber, both sides wouldn't want the other one to get access to that much timber on the fly. Especially a port island where they can use for staging ground, trading spot, or whatever. It does make sense that someone would not want this location to be on either side of the war.
Gotcha. So they were essentially bullies to make sure that this place stayed as neutral as possible, so no one side got the advantage of using it.
That, and to make sure that the locals didn't pick a side because they were too beaten down, too essentially oppressed into being oh, we can't just jump in on what we want to do. We're busy dealing with our own shit.
Mm.
That neither side is helping us with.
So I think Dell's going to process, you can almost see the code streaming across his eyes as he's processing.
The matrix
And
scrolls down.
Yeah, and he just gets this really solemn, just, it's not quite judgmental, but it's almost that look of just oh, I see. But sorry, I don't know how to articulate it, but he's just gonna look back at this guy and be like, oh, so If I understand correctly, what we are to take from this is that you're scum?
He lifts a finger to point at you and opens his mouth like he's about to argue. Then he looks back up to Corey and goes, "You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to argue that one."
Good choice.
Smart move.
Like the look he was about was like really about to ream into Dell, and then realized I'm still on the floor and they're all still standing over me. Maybe I'm not going to speak this time.
He's learning.
Some dogs can be taught tricks. I've answered most of your questions. Now answer mine. What the loving fuck doing out of your cells?
It's called an escape.
I broke
Yeah.
the chain.
We don't favor captivity.
We would prefer to leave.
Good luck. Also, why hasn't any of my men stopped you?
Oh,
I
they
tried.
tried.
Do you want to hear what I did to the other one?
I'm assuming that wasn't like that was. I'm assuming that was a rhetorical question. You're just gonna tell him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I shoved a chair leg through his eyeball.
You can see all the color drain from his face as you say that.
I was hoping you'd be more entertaining.
He is actually like stunned and speechless over the fact that you just drilled a chair leg through someone's head.
I'll just wave, be like, pay attention, pay attention. What kind of resistance are we going to meet on our way out of here?
How many of my guys did you ruin?
Don't worry about that. Let's say, starting with that hallway, how many people are posted? How many of your men are posted between there and the exit?
I'd love to answer if you tell me how many of you gotten rid of so far.
I'm gonna kick him in the face and say, answer the question.
He spits out a tooth and glares at you. You fucking twat. I said I'm trying to answer, but if you don't tell me how many of my men you killed, I can't tell you how many are left.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up the tooth.
Assume that the men we've killed are alive. How many would there be?
The lot that took you in is the lot that was here. Including me, there was about 18 of us. Would you
Do we believe him?
If you want
How
to,
loyal are they to you?
as long as they get paid, they're loyal.
That's a strange brand of loyalty.
When you grow up poor, the guarantee of income makes you trust whoever's giving you the income.
I wouldn't put much stake in it myself.
You think you could convince them to stand down and let us go if we took you hostage and paraded you in front of us?
He looks at you and goes, Furball, if you let me go, we'll leave. And we'll just
I
tell
could roll a sense motive on that.
All right, what do you got?
I should have called lucky because I don't know if I can call that after I roll it the first time.
No, we have to call it beforehand.
I only got a 7.
Well, I assume we can all do something like that, right?
If you have sense motive,
Yeah.
you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can roll it.
19 plus 1.
He's being honest. You are threatening his life. You killed a bunch of his people for all he knows, and you just kicked him in the face. He is literally saying, if you let him go, he'll grab who he can, and they will leave.
I guess I'll turn and say if I feel like he's telling the truth.
From behind you, you can hear, Jay, what was the first clue?
I kick him again. Shut up.
To be fair, you're a very awful person.
To be fair, your friend here is making me have a dental bill. It's going to ruin me.
Did he spit out another tooth? Because I want that one too.
He did not. He spits blood on the floor, though.
Ugh. Don't need that.
You should probably stop hitting him.
For
Yeah,
the
we
record,
could-
for the record, you have done a lot of damage to him. He is missing a tooth. You threw him to the floor and you kicked him in the jaw.
He subjugated an entire town.
Can I see what's on this
Yeah.
desk?
You can roll to see what's on the desk.
Oh, what do I roll? 4.
That would be
Is there like a search?
um
Or is it a perception?
that would be perception. Let's do a lot of perception.
8 plus, I think it's a 3. Hold on, I'm scrolling. I believe my perception's a 3. No, my perception's a 4. So 18 plus 4 is 22.
The papers on the desk are mostly letters.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are written in common. 1 is written in Guado. The 2 in common are written in the same handwriting. The 1 in Guado is written in a different handwriting. You also open the 2 drawers on the side of the desk. You don't find anything of use in the first one. The second one, though, you find a pouch full of gill.
Nice.
I'm taking everything I find.
The
Like,
guy-
I am just rolling up papers, stuffing them in my bag. I take the pouch of gill, I stuff it down my shirt.
The guy is watching you and just sighs like, there's no point in me arguing with her because apparently if I speak, I'm going to get kicked in the face again.
So, and you said there were candles on the desk?
Yeah, just 2 candles, like, you know.
Is it just like a stick candle?
Yeah, just a stick candle in its little holder. If you care, they're beeswax candles.
I'm gonna blow out one candle and take that candle and put it in the pouch with the holder.
Okay. Just so you
And
know,
then-
it's a brass holder and it's a beeswax candle.
Okay. Brass holder, beeswax candle.
If you're being that specific.
Searching desk.
Okay.
So, bag of gill.
Yep.
2 different documents in common. 1 document in a language that I need you to write out and spell for me.
Guado.
Buado?
G, as in God.
Guado.
Yep. Guado.
Okay. Well, she wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hyacinth wouldn't know
No.
that language, but at least I will.
Yeah, you'll have an idea later.
And I'll count the gill later. Bag of gill. Common.
Is there anything else useful around the room?
Just the books on the bookshelf.
I guess I'm gonna. Oh.
I would like to take 1 random book.
Okay.
Just whenever I'm done. Just for feature reference.
I have a question for Mr. Bandit Man when you get a second.
Just a second. The book you grabbed is Chocobo Breeding in You.
That's fine with me.
That's the title of it, and it is a book on how to breed chocobos for the beginner. And what was the question for the bandit?
From me?
Yes.
I'm gonna crouch down in front of him. I'm probably still way bigger than him.
Oh yeah, no, he's about like 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna crouch down. And I'm gonna look at him real close and ask, so what the hell was exploding earlier?
He looks at you like trying to recall. I don't want to get hit for this, but tip for the future. I feel like this is going to be a thing for you lot. Before you do the hitting, ask the questions because it might make them fuzzy. But to answer you, we were digging something up downstairs.
Downstairs here?
Yeah. There's an arena before you came in here. You didn't get to see it. We didn't feel you were ready. We were going to put you in as a fighting pit.
Oh, really? That sounds fun.
since you lot got here, we had to leave some of them out because some of them died. What you heard was probably the magic being used.
Would that have been loud enough to hear it in town?
He thinks. Some of them have fire magic, so yeah.
Well, that answers our first question we had. Okay, I'm done with you now.
What was making what uses fire magic?
He just looks at you.
Mm?
Ever get hit by a fireball?
No, fireballs aren't good in the forest. They burn down trees.
They
And
also
they burn down plants.
They also burn down the assholes who are on the other side of the ring.
I've never been
Like the
hit by a
rings on your
fireball.
hand?
He just like stares at the floor like, oh my god, how did I get captured by these assholes?
Hyacinth just smiles.
Like, I think he took like 1 point of psychic damage for the level of just not dumb, but like he doesn't know how if you are stupid or if you're fucking with him.
Exactly.
Right,
So he took like a point of psychic damage.
I'm gonna look to the group and say, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to take his word for it and let him go, or hold him hostage when we get out of here? For the record, I do feel like he's telling the truth.
If we let them go, aren't they just gonna go do this somewhere else?
I look to our bandit buddy and go, will you?
We got paid up for the next month, so we got a month of doing nothing.
Would you do just that? Nothing, and then leave and go somewhere else and do nothing?
If we can
Or
find
do
a
bad?
if we can find a port to relax, we can probably spend the month waiting until money dries up and then find new work. If it makes you feel better, we'll go to the Ionian League. They don't like most things, so we'll be prohibited from most of our normal activities.
I guess I look back to the group and see if, the same question. Let him go or take him hostage? Nobody?
Do bandits get to vote?
I don't think he's necessarily
He
a
doesn't
bandit.
get a vote here.
He's
just us.
being
No,
paid to be a bandit.
Not the bandit that looks like everyone else, but the other bandits that we don't know what they look like. Because Oscar didn't look like him. So Oscar was a person.
Ah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
A person who helped us. So should we check to see if the other bandits get a vote?
I can scare more people, that's fine. Or break more people.
Mogzio? DFA? Del?
I think we can't just take his word for it.
Can't take his word for it.
Because if they don't want to let us leave, then Corey gets to have more fun. And I did promise Corey a good time.
I do really like fighting things.
All right. With that, I'm going to pick the guy up, kind of dust him off nicely, be a little nice, and say, I've done a little pit fighting myself. Another time, I might have been down there.
I mean, you could have just asked me.
Great way to learn how to fight. I'll tell you that. But, and I grab him by the scruff again, we're going to walk out of here with you as hostage, and things better go smoothly, or else it's not going to turn out pretty well for you and your men. They might die, or worse, I might let the Roegadyn, say hello to your little friends.
He stares at you for a minute, like he's hearing what you said, and he's just like, you do realize you have a better chance of it being easy if you don't have me as a hostage. At least not visibly hostage.
I can make you unrecognizable.
That'll help. He's at this point, like, you know, if they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me. So like, I'm willing to bet you already looted all of our shit. You got your gear back.
Probably be a safe bet. So I look to the group again and ask, like, again, what do you think?
I don't like his attitude.
I want to see if you can dodge the traps in the hallway.
If we let him go, he might run, and that means I get to chase him.
Just don't chase him through the traps. That might be bad.
I'm
Should
not quite
we-
there yet.
Should somebody go? Can he just arm them?
Hmm?
Human man, are you good at making traps not kill people?
I mean, the ones in the hall?
Yeah.
He looks at Elric, like, expecting, like, let me go, I can turn them all off.
Or you could show. Because I think if I was in a situation where someone had me and I knew all the traps, I would know how to make them go off. And I don't think you're honest.
Judging by how you look, I don't think you're that much honest either.
You're right. But I am a thief, and you're a bandit. So there might be some honesty between us. And then Hyacinth winks.
He visibly rubs both his temples, like you can tell he's like in his head thinking, I am aging just dealing with this group right now.
Good.
He nods
So
over
we have
towards the
him.
bookshelf. Behind the books, there are two switches. And at the same time, the trap's deactivated.
And if they don't, we could just push you into them until they all go off, and then they're not going to hurt us. Right?
Throws his hands up
Sounds logical.
Throws his hands up like, I don't have a choice anymore.
So who's hitting those buttons?
I vote one of the Moogles.
You wouldn't?
Moxio, I think this one's on you.
What am I doing?
There are two
Hit
buttons
the
behind the two books on the bookshelf. If you hit them, the traps will deactivate.
Oh, okay. I'll go do that.
What books are on the bookshelf?
What was that?
What books are on the bookshelf? Because I have the breeding chocobos.
Yeah, the breeding chocobo you took. The other two books are, once Mogsio gets closer, realizes they're fake books. They are just there as a cover for the two switches.
All right. I'll push them to the side and hit the buttons at the same time.
As you hit the buttons, you hear a few gears going, a snap of rope, and then a quick release of something. And from behind you guys, looking in the hallway, all these spots where the caltrops are sink into the floor, no longer pressurized. And none of the traps go off.
You build all that yourself?
Oh, this place was a fortress. It was set up before we got here. We just learned how to rig them up.
Oh. I thought you had use to me.
You can see he's biting back whatever he was thinking just because he's like, you know what? I'm still being held by the asshole, so I'm just not going to say shit.
Well, let's not tie him up, but we'll put him in the middle so we've got plenty of chance to snatch him back up if anything goes awry. Make sure he's not armed.
Should we hold hands?
I want to be behind him.
Do we have to? Should we search him to see if he's armed?
if you
Yep.
would like to.
If I help with that, would I know where people of the sketchy type like myself hide things usually on their person?
Due to your background, you would know yes.
Because I know that my daggers give me a sleight of hand addition.
So do I roll with advantage?
Depends. Do you want to be doing the roll, or do you want Hyacinth to do the roll and you assist her? Who's going to be doing what?
I'll let her do the roll then.
I was just gonna assist you and like point things out.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to you two, whichever
If
one
you
does
would
the
like.
roll.
All right, I guess I'll search them then.
Then you roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay, that was a 13 and then a 19. Sleight of hand, you said?
Yep.
-1, 18.
All right. Hyacinth points out a few of the areas, like the best known places that will be hidden things. You don't find a weapon on him. You don't find anything. He's pretty much just the clothes on his back.
All right.
Do his clothes have hidden pockets?
They did, but they were empty.
I'm just gonna like. Hyacinth is just. Where would a hidden pocket be?
For his top, there's 2 on each side inside the when you pull it open, like inside of a jacket. One on the one on each bottom and one like closer to the breast area. On his pants, along the shin, like the shin area, he has a hidden one in the seam on both legs. And they're not
just puts
big
their
pockets.
hand in the pocket on the breast pocket, just like wiggling their fingers in it.
He just looks at you very, very confused and goes, "Did you try some shrooms before we got you, perchance?"
I don't like mushrooms. They're just. I didn't like them in the forest either. Some forests have good mushrooms, but the mushrooms here are just strange. They don't have enough life to them. But no, why is it that male pockets are so much bigger than female pockets? I just don't think it's fair. I make my own pockets, so like this doesn't apply to me. But you really should hide things on yourself more often. Not with us, because we would take them and then probably have to bury you somewhere. But just for the future.
He stares at you and goes, "You mean like the shit you stole from my desk?"
Yeah. Exactly. You should become a thief instead of a bandit. It's more fun. You meet nice people.
You lot are any example. I don't think you're being that truthful.
I'm nice.
Got nothing to hide.
He just stares
They're
at
very
Corey and goes, "You shish kebab one of my boys
Yeah.
with a stick."
Yeah.
He was
Isn't that
gonna
such a
kill me
nice thing to do?
first.
Just twitches at your responses like, "Oh God, no."
You should get yourself some nice friends. I don't think they're my friends yet, but at least this one's my client. So maybe find yourself a nice client.
I don't think he would be good at the kind of work you do.
Or no.
Yeah, I'll start somewhere.
He just turns to look at Dell, who has for the most part been very quiet at this point, and goes, "Got anything to say over there, kid? Or are you done?"
I'm still trying to actually figure out what a forest and mushrooms are, but that's a me thing.
Okay.
The look on his face is like processing what you said and goes, "Were you born yesterday?"
I don't think so.
Your answer causes his face to just drop like, "What do you mean?"
Sorry, Dell has legitimately been like because because a force has been brought up several times, and it's apparently an important thing. He's never seen one. He has no clue what it actually is. He has like a vague idea that, like, yeah, it's a lot of trees, but what does that look like? Yeah, sorry, he has legitimately just been like, has been focused on this and trying to understand this in the background for like the entire scene after he got done talking.
Yeah, Elric's just trying to hide a smirk as he's just smiling at all the quirkiness around him.
Tell is Lou the trope of born stupid yesterday.
A little bit. It's not his fault.
He's not born sexy yesterday. He's born like naive as fuck yesterday.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, that's what happens when you
Get made.
That's what happens when you have his background. Anyway.
Shall we proceed with Mogzio's plan? Bandit in the middle, rest of us march forth and hopefully get out of here without any trouble.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I'll
Again,
take
I call
Hyacinth holds
behind
the
him.
bandit's hand. Hyacinth holds his hand and swings it.
Who's going to be up front with me?
I'll be up front.
Anyone else?
I'm with Mogzio.
Okay.
Oh, so you three in front,
So we're three in front.
Hyacinth in back. Well, no, Hyacinth in the middle with him, and Corey and Dylan back.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds
Okay.
good.
Keep the squishy far from the front.
Yeah.
The
Oops,
entire time that they're walking down this hallway, unless like we have to pay attention to something, Hyacinth is giving him advice on how to treat clients right. And is trying to convince this bandit of a career change.
You're gonna just drive him insane.
Corey is listening in fascination.
I never thought I'd ask you to roll this. Please roll a charisma roll if you're convincing him to give up his life of banditry for a life of courtesan life.
Not convincing, just like advertising.
You're
Recruiting.
proselytizing. Why stab him with a sword when you can stab him with the other sword?
Exactly. What am I
At least it's
rolling
an
at?
honest
Charisma?
living.
Charisma.
Scroll.
Just a flat charisma roll.
That would be a 14.
He's listening to you, but you can tell, like, every time he'll look up at you and, like, to acknowledge you, he's having that expression of, like, I really can't tell if you're being serious, and I don't know if I want to ask. Also, the way you're talking, you're not really giving him time to speak. Like, you keep going from one topic to another and not giving him a word in.
The entirety of, like, the ways of how to treat a client right are basically just foreplay methods for different races. And that's it. But also, like, how to charm someone, how to basically be nice and make friends, but make the client type of friends.
I can't believe I'm gonna ask this. Is the party, like, eavesdropping, or are you guys just ignoring her?
I
Hyacinth?
am.
I'm definitely listening to
I was
this.
trying to wait for a time to, ask his name and make this a formal short-term business arrangement, but I'll just let Hyacinth go.
It's just going.
So for those of you who are listening, as Hyacinth described, you're hearing foreplay for different races, you're hearing how to make friendly client relationships, and you're inadvertently learning a lot about what Hyacinth has done before you met them. And on top of that, realizing that they know a lot about your own races that you didn't even know. Like, Corey, you heard something about how Roegadyn men have a certain nerve cluster behind behind their ears that if you touch just right is an erogenous zone. DFA and Mogzio just casually hear the word Moogle, so they learn that they like that their wings can be massaged in a certain way to help relieve stress. Elric, you learn that half Elvan, half Humes have a spot on their spine that could actually be a pressure point if pressed incorrectly. And again, you're just listening like, I didn't know this about my own species. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that they know?
This is fascinating.
All the
then
while,
some-
again,
Weird.
the bandit is just like staring, like, I want to talk. I just want to talk.
This is your punishment.
Yep,
Health class
The
for
bunny is punishment.
this is punishment.
health class with hyacinth.
Punishment.
Punish. Oh my god.
Punishment! Yes!
That's what we're calling it from now on.
Punishment!
Oh god. Someone in the audience draw a design of hyacinth just teaching sex ed in label it punishment. You guys reached the room you guys found Oscar in. No one's there. The bandit does look at Oscar and like makes an exasperated expression of, "The fuck do you lot do to Oscar?"
That wasn't us.
That was your people.
He was dead when we found him,
Wait.
or dying. Sorry.
He actually stops and like looks at you. You're telling me one of my men killed one of my own men?
That's what he said.
As far as we know.
He is. Sense motive. Because he. There's no proof to what you just said, so he's like. He rolled a 10. How convincing are you guys?
I mean, we're not
Hi-
trying to lie.
So
No,
you guys.
Hyacinth is gonna pull out the dog tag with the lock of hair around it, and is gonna show him. And they say it's like his soul will be okay. I'm gonna take him somewhere nice, and he won't have to stay here.
Not to
And then
completely,
puts it back.
not to completely derail, but I didn't need to know that either. I just looked at chat. I didn't need to know that either.
Dwarf orgies are called clan meat.
I didn't need to know this.
Well,
Thank you.
The more you knew.
The more you know.
Did you see the name that we were given?
I ignored it. I elected to just not say anything when I saw it.
I like it.
I figured. I noticed.
Of course you do.
I noticed the diplomacy involved. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. That derailed my train of thought. He looks at the dog tags, and he actually looks somber over the fact that you're caring that much about his remains. You didn't kill him. One of my guys did. You killed some of my own. That means someone in my group isn't one of us.
Does that mean that Corey gets to have more fun?
I'm just gonna grin like a shark.
That means that I may not be as good a hostage as you think if they're willing to kill my own.
We'll
Mine too.
find that out when the time comes. Do you have any suspicion of who you trust least?
Perhaps a newer member?
Oscar was the newest. Picked him up back in Oxo. Kid lost his parents to everything. They were on a ship coming back from the Empire. Ship got sunk. The only reason we took him in was because we knew his dad.
He is so unfriendly.
One of my people did this. You didn't see them yet. You're probably going to find them on the way out.
Well, no time like the present.
Well, with you in the middle of us, if he makes a move, we should know.
He looks very defeated. Like, just knowing that someone in his ranks was killed by one of their own. So there's very little, like, resistance as you guys move on. I'm assuming you guys are going to go back to the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heading out of here, yeah, yes.
As the door's been left open, you guys head down the corridor, and about halfway you see the turnoff that leads down a set of stairs, and as you reach it, band leader says, "That's the fighting pits we were gonna throw you lot in."
There's no one down there now, right?
Roll perception.
20, non-natural.
You hear absolutely nothing coming from down there. Like, no sound of people, no sound of anything.
Okay.
So we just keep moving.
Yeah, just keep moving.
All right. You guys progress to the end of the corridor where there's another door. The bandit leader's like, "If you want, I'll open the door."
I'm
Look
okay
at
with
you,
that.
making friends already.
Yeah, considering the grief, I assume saw in his eyes, like the somberness,
Yep.
and the fact that he was surprised about Oscar, and considering Oscar was the one who saved us essentially. I'm gonna tell him that no, I'll open the door first.
Oh, it's that corridor. Shit.
That's like cryptic.
Oh, are we not going back to the dead people world or room?
No, you're not. No, you guys are heading to the exit.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Okay.
opening the door to be nice so that the dude didn't have to look at all the corpses.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
That door's gone.
If someone's out to get him and his men, including the one who saved us, it's like I'd rather. I'm feeling a little soft for him, but not too much.
what, the 2 kicks to the face that were enough to get the anger out?
A little bit.
All right, you open the door. It's not unlocked. You find a like a square shaped waiting room, like you would get in a what's it called? Like a booking room for like prisons before they take you into the main part of the prison.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I know the terms, but it suddenly escaped what they actually were. Yeah, booking room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a desk, 2 chairs, and a door that you came in, and then a makeshift door on the other side of you, so that you can have whoever comes in locked between both doors until they're secure to go either way.
Mm.
You don't find anyone there, though. It's empty.
I guess I asked the party, like, do we just keep moving?
Might as well. Doesn't seem like there's anything to say here.
And I'll tell. Well, first I'm gonna look to the band and ask what his name is.
Looks at you. Love how that's when now you get concerned for my name. Ugh. Name's
Well, maybe my attitude changes when it seems like someone has a little bit of a heart.
You'll learn really quick. The heart is the most dangerous thing to have in our profession. Gotta keep that shit hidden.
Maybe you should consider that change of profession then.
Always do my kind of job.
Side eyes.
The fingers are the most.
Especially if this is the kind of job where you'll lose potential friends.
He looks at Hyacinth and looks back at you. Between you and me, lad, don't think I'm gonna look good in that kind of skirt.
Excuse you, I have pants on under this. Pants have extra pockets,
Of
but the
course.
skirt makes things look flowy.
Then he looks at you.
You
He's
look
like,
fine in a skirt.
"But since you asked, name's Issa.
How do you spell that?
ISA. I was playing the home version. He is a. One time I have notes. Is
Jamin, I also want this man to become a male escort.
Would be an interesting character arc.
He just needs someone to love.
Clear.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I can't find what he is. We're just going to call him, for the sake of argument, he is a Mithra. For those who don't know, the Mithras are somewhat feline.
I thought he was a human.
You actually notice him now. Like the Mithra have cat ears and cat tails.
All this time, I've been taking crap from my bargain bin Mikote.
Yeah, kind of. Does that
Oh,
change
the
your opinion
Walmart
on him?
brand.
Yeah, great value.
Only Mogzio's racism slips out.
Well, Issa, if we find out who this traitor is who killed our savior, so to speak, you have at least my word that he'll be handled in some shape or form.
I appreciate.
Can I do it?
As he's answering your comment and here's Corey, he also looks down and just stops. Did you lot already come through here?
Nope. This is our first time through.
He points to the floor and says, "Then why is the floor covered in blood?"
I didn't do it.
That was not us.
I need to ask, was that in character or is that just you?
That was in character.
Okay.
Corey said I didn't do it.
I'm afraid that was not us.
He
I
just
think
turns.
someone's trying to steal your contract.
He just looks at you all. Still think I'm a good hostage?
Or if not, then you're good cannon fodder.
Keep being a smartass and you'll be good bait. But let's see how many more of your boys we can manage to save, if any. And let's continue on.
All right, you guys continue through the other door heading out towards the exit. You carry down a corridor where there is a fork on your right. Or you can keep going forward the way you were going.
Just ask Issa. Which way are we going?
One out, go straight. To the right is the ISO chambers.
As in isolation?
I
Is
throw
anyone
we
in
throw
the
the
ISO
throw the most violent ones in there after the fights, and I was in my office all day since we got back, so I don't know if anyone's in there.
I think we should just leave.
Kind of what I'm feeling. Unless there's blood coming from there. Like, unless the trail of blood leads that way.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Roll a
I
perception.
expect you to tell me.
Well, you gotta roll for these kind of things.
24.
There is a trail of blood leading up to the doors, but you don't know if it's blood from any of the fighters, which he did say were for the most violent fighters, or if it's from the blood that you saw in the booking room.
I can't tell how fresh it is.
No, it's becoming that in between fresh and dried. It's not coagulating yet, but it's also like not fresh.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a
Okay.
minute.
These prisoners in the ISO chambers, where did you pick them up?
We found them before. We just had them as people we got captured when we did a job. Brought them here, found the pit, started using them for pit fighting for the boys to bet on. They win enough times, they can either join or go free.
Sounds like a way to get someone with a grudge.
Certainly
Has
does.
anyone joined you from the pit fights?
Nope. Most of them chose freedom and left.
And if they leave, they probably know how to come back.
We give them enough gil to stay gone.
Sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes you want the gil and to see someone knifed.
Yeah,
You want to go check the
Agreed.
room? Be my guest.
We could always have you go check the room.
Well, feel like if anyone's in there, they're probably gonna brush them. We let anyone go. Might not be a good idea.
We should maybe leave. Let someone with bigger swords and more gross law things come and handle the rest of this.
Yeah, we'll ignore it for now.
There could be prisoners in there.
Well, once we clear the way out, we can always come back.
I just want to ask for my own sanity. When Hyacinth mentioned bigger swords, Elric, did you take personal offense to that?
Yeah, she just speaks her mind. It's fine.
I gotta check. Just you get a big sword.
I've got
It's
an
not the
axe.
size of the sword that matters.
How you swing it.
It's who's behind it.
All right.
They're
So
not in agreement.
And how much gil they pay you.
Also, just curious, DFA Dell. During all this, have you been doing anything, or are you just trucking along?
Dell is having internet issues,
Ah, okay.
so we are protecting them while they process.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I just saw
They're
that.
processing right now. They're processing.
Stella's learning a lot of things about
Dell's
anatomy.
Yeah, Dell's
Yeah.
just, running some
Yeah, Dell's still processing Hyacinth's
processing some stuff
conversation.
right now.
Okay. I just saw the chat. Okay. But what about DFA?
Staring longingly towards the cake, thinking this is taking too long. She just wants it.
Okay.
Does any of us see her stare at the cake?
You guys can roll a perception. I mean, is DFA being like subtle about it?
I got it too.
Absolutely not. She has
I got it too.
tuned
I
out.
did this shit.
You don't notice, but also
I
like
got a
DFA's not
4.
hiding it. DFA's not hiding their distraction, but also like unless you are actively choosing to look over it, DFA, who's been inordinately quiet since you guys left, you won't notice it.
She's a little out of character.
At 14.
Due to location, you are behind DFA. You notice the I don't want to say tunnel vision, but DFA's eyes have not moved from one direction.
If we leave, we can have cake faster.
I want to try and steal the cake off of Mogzio.
Steal from a game.
DFA, roll sleight of hand. Mogzio, what's your passive perception that she has to beat?
17.
$18.
That minus your armor check penalty?
Yes. My armor check penalty is 4, right? -4?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's fine.
For those who are curious, a reminder, DFA, Elric, and Mogzio are in front. Hyacinth is in the middle with Issa. Corey and Dell are in the back. So DFA has like 4 people behind her watching this. Elric and Moxio looking straight ahead as they walk forward. And apparently she wins, so just
You got-
barely she's able to like lean forward and delicately pull the cake away from Moxio slowly. In a very similar way that Abu tries to steal the giant ruby from the golden statue in Aladdin. Like, eyes are very wide. Like, the jaw is wide. Like, okay, the cake is mine. The cake is mine. Fuck all these assholes. That cake, my stomach, now. And as she backs up, she holds the cake close to her like, my precious. And apparently Moxio does not notice a thing.
No, my arms. I got little arms, so they're just tired from holding it, and so I don't even notice. I just feel the ache in my arm still.
You know, I'm not gonna question it.
Oh,
So, outside?
I guess we carry on outside.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep going straight.
You guys come to the end of the corridor, and it opens up into a large room with a stairwell that leads outside the way you guys came. However, as you arrive, wait, what? DFA, I'm only doing this because I saw it. Do you motorboat the cake?
No, because it's really difficult to get frosting off her armor.
Okay.
It's
So when it-
more like when people try and pick popcorn up with their tongue without using their hands. She's more just like trying to use just her face to like gently take a bite.
That's adorable.
Also, this is a follow-up. Do you replace the cake in Moxio's arm with a rock?
No,
Okay.
she has absolutely no guilt.
Okay. Anyway, you arrive into the open room which leads out to the building and the stairs. Unfortunately, you are not alone.
Oh boy.
Also, before I continue, has Dell finished processing all that they learned during Hyacinth sex ed?
Okay, are
Yep.
you back?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, okay.
Brain is struggling.
No, it's more making sure that you were actually back of Discord.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know, understandably. Yeah, just dealing with the sudden internet crash, my brain is just like, oh god.
no, you're fine. We justified it by saying that all of Hyacinth sex ed made you have to go into a like,
Processing.
yeah, processing. RAM is slow. Give me a minute.
Exactly. Look, customer service is baffling, so it takes a lot of extra processing power to get through it all.
It's fine. Dell just had to download more RAM.
Yes.
Anyway, so okay, everyone is here, so I don't have to worry about that. You are not alone in the large room. Issa, though, just looks at you like, tell me that's one of yours.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, what do we see?
Yeah.
You are looking at two hounds about a head taller than the Moogles, and someone wearing heavy armor, full body armor, and holding a warhammer.
Oof. I'm afraid that is not one of ours. And I'm
Nope.
gonna ready my weapon just in case.
Also, before anyone asks, the dogs are snarling.
DFA snarls back.
Sounds like we brandish weapons.
Okay, only because I never thought I'd have the opportunity to this. Hey, DFA, you want to roll intimidation with that snarl?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's a good thing you remembered to spend your skill ranks before we started.
24.
Ooh.
It's one scary Moogle.
She's
Mhm.
so scary.
I mean, she's eating a cake, and this could threaten her meal. You said 24?
Yes, sir.
One of the hounds actually, like, backs up a bit when you snarl at them. The other one doesn't seem phased, but the first one does, like, take a few steps back, like, what the fuck? The armored man looks at you all, and through their helmeted voice, it's very metallic sounding. It seems my hounds missed a few. No matter. They're still hungry.
DFA holds her cake a little tighter.
I'm gonna yell over and say, "Missed a few what exactly?"
The armored man goes to answer, but Issa goes first. Judging by the look of those hounds, I'm guessing that's who killed my men.
Do they have any like distinctive markings or anything on his armor?
Because I know that you've already asked before, you do recognize the armor to be that of a Chorus Imperial Magistrate, so a judge's armor.
Oh no.
Oh, they're bad, aren't they?
Oh,
They're very bad.
They're assholes.
But-
They're judges.
Please be the weakest one. Please be the weakest one.
oh boy.
I mean, he needs dogs to help him, so I'm assuming he isn't like, it's like an alpha Pokemon somehow terrifying.
All right. Shit.
Hyacinth
Yo.
is gonna give Issa one of her daggers and is just gonna shove it at him, like at his chest, and be like, "I need that back. Consider it a loan," and ready herself with her other one to at least give him a fighting chance. She's partially invested in wanting him to survive this, so then he can go be a courtesan.
I have to ask, does Hyacinth get a bonus if they recruit new members to the guild?
No, but if you want to give me one, then you know.
All right. Well,
I
anyway,
won't say no.
he takes
I'm
the
gonna add. Oh, go ahead.
he takes the dagger and he looks at Elric and Mogzio. Does this mean you actually trust me to fight with you?
I'm going to hand him my potion. Oh wait, how hurt? Can I tell how hurt he is?
He took like 5 damage.
Out of what hit points?
Well, I don't.
Well, no, like it's one of those like the throwing to the floor was one of those. Okay, he got thrown to the floor. It's nothing that's gonna kill him. And before, when he got kicked twice, yeah, he lost a tooth, but it's not like he broke a jaw. And the blood he spat out was from again losing a tooth.
I roughed him up a little.
Yeah, it's not like he's not having a Kingdom Hearts needing Donald to fucking heal moment.
Okay. I'm just gonna nod
I
at him.
didn't touch him.
You didn't. You just gave him a reason to have the brown pants.
Yeah. I'm just gonna nod at him. Yeah. Then.
Must be more than that thing.
So, can I mark the judge as my target?
Would you like to remind us what marking does?
Mark measures a creature's potential as a target for cons, robbery, or combat. Spend 1 round of combat observing target and must succeed a perception check DC 10 plus the target character's level or HD. And upon success, the thief learns the target's class, level, and ability modifiers. And once the target is a mark, I get +2 bonus on perception, bluff, sleight of hand, skill checks against the mark, and +2 bonus to attack damage rolls against the mark. And if I fail, I learn nothing. And a fail of 5 or more leads to false info.
Okay. Since combat hasn't started, you can start it, and it will just be a
Well, that's
matter.
what I would like to do whenever we go into combat.
Oh,
I just
okay,
wanted to make sure
okay.
I could actually do it.
Yeah, if it's an ability you have, then yes.
Okay.
But if everyone, I guess, is assuming that they're ready for combat stats, or is
No.
anyone going to try?
Nope.
Diplomacy.
Nope.
Pop it
Nope.
open the card pouch.
I'm getting ready.
Yeah, I have a -4 to that skill, so I'll just be summoning my globe.
Okay, everyone roll
Yeah.
for initiative.
Yeah.
And let's
Fun
hope that
fact,
Del.
I now have a small bonus to my initiative because of astrology shit.
Yeah, I get a bonus to.
Also, I want to find funny.
The bonus doesn't matter if I roll a 5. So
I find it hilarious that for the first round of combat you guys all had, you had like makeshift. Now you actually have your gear. So
it's on now.
Yeah, so like this will be an actual show off of like, oh, we can actually do what we normally would
now. Yeah. So I got +2 on that. 17 for me.
19 for me.
19.
15.
All I heard was teen.
15.
Thank you.
5.
14.
What was that? Sorry. Rory, what was that one? Sorry.
18.
Oh, okay. DFA?
21.
And Del?
10.
Good for you.
Yeah. No, my new bonus doesn't matter if I roll a 5.
I mean, it's better than a 5.
True.
But yeah.
Dog 1, got a 5. Got a 7. Whereas the dogs are shitty. Not that I'm judging the dogs, but just like, damn.
Really? I thought they were canine.
Your globe decided to leave the battle. Your globe just looked up at you like, nope, I'm out.
This shit, I'm out.
That was just
Read your own fortune. It says it would have
Whenever
cost you nothing to say that.
Lucy- It's like Lucy from Fairy Tale summoning Aquarius. She decides to just peace out.
Pretty much. Thing just looked up like, thing was just like, I'm sorry, you've dialed the wrong number. Fuck off. Alright, so the order is DFA, Mogzio, Corey, Elric, Judge, Hyacinth, Jesus Christ, Del, and then the dogs. So, DFA, you are up first.
Okay. I want to get a running start and jump, and I want to try and hit whatever dog is closest with my halberd.
Alright. The closest one to you is the one that you intimidated. So, roll for me in attack.
24.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Six.
Okay. You said you got a running start and attacked?
Yes.
You take the cake and put it into one arm like a football, cradling that thing very protectively. Your lance in the other arm. You run forward towards the dog you just snarled at and just rush through with your lance. And before it even has time to react to not only your intimidating snarl, but your attack, it gets pierced in the side and rolls onto the ground before getting back up, obviously hit and dazed by your attack. Whimpering as it stands back up, it looks at you with fierce anger for attacking it. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Next up is the Mogzio.
Okay.
While you're saying that, Corey, you are on deck.
Okay.
Well, if we're gonna fight a judge, we're gonna fight a judge. I'm gonna give myself lucky, and I'm going to take out my 10 gil my 10 gil bullet that I already have prepped,
Okay.
and I'm gonna check it at the judge.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything, or is that all you?
Nope, that's all me.
Okay, go ahead.
This is versus his touch AC.
Okay.
That is a 25 against touch, which I can almost guarantee you hits.
Your character is such bullshit.
I love it.
I don't think I've ever seen a touch AC that high.
Hold on for a minute. Medex, ignore Nightbot. Nightbot was being dumb. From what I can see, you did nothing wrong.
Yeah, just a
Anyway.
couple of gaps. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was nothing like it was not. It was just Nightbot being stupid. You said 25. You said
25 versus touch.
yeah. You
I rolled a 19, so
yeah. No, you you
so
definitely cleared the touch.
that was my heater. That's the best one I got. So that's gonna be 9 points of damage.
9. Okay. 9. All right. Is there anything else you can do, or is that it?
What else can I do?
I don't know. At the moment, you seem to be God, so I have to ask.
No, that was the best one I got, and I rolled really high. So, yeah, for right now, I am good. As long I imagine we're all like pretty much within like a move and a whack away from the dogs and all that stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
good. I'll just stay.
You were all fully in the room and spread out enough where you can all be within like melee range.
I'll just like take a step to the side, like towards DFA.
Okay.
Like to the left or whatever is how I'm imagining it. Just so I'm out of the way of people trying to charge in behind me.
Yep. Okay. So you take a slide to the left next to DFA.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because now that you're like looking at DFA to move closer, you notice that she has the cake.
She
Right.
does not look ashamed.
I'm okay with this.
Just like you now notice that's where the fucking cake went. And yes, now it is Corey's turn, and Elric, you are on deck.
Okay, so Corey's going to be nice, sort of nice, and well, she's going to go into furious assault mode first,
As you do.
because what else would she do? But instead of attacking, she's going to use the battle cry rage power,
Okay.
which is, let's see. Well, actually, let me just read it and you can tell me if I can do it.
Yep, that's fine.
By spending 1 round of rage, the Berserker can unleash an inspiring battle cry as a swift action. Allies within 60 feet of the Berserker gain a +1 morale bonus on melee damage rolls for a number of rounds equal to the Berserker's Constitution modifier.
Okay.
This bonus increases by +1 for every 6 levels. What is my Constitution modifier?
What type of action is activating your rage?
I think it's free.
Okay.
Then
Yeah,
yeah,
you can do both.
that sounds like you can activate rage, then do that. Yeah.
Let me make sure.
So to pull the most cliche of lines, would you like to rage?
Oh god, yeah.
Travis will sue me for a question. I hear the lawyers scribbling in Amazon right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if
it's
that's a
just
free action and battle cry's a swift action,
Then
is there
yeah,
anything else I can do?
you
you
still have
have
moving a standard.
yeah, you just have a standard
I
action
still have.
left.
Okay, so what is? Can I attack or not?
Yep, standard action is attacking or using the full of your movement. Also, as you just said, everyone, what is your con modifier?
Oh yeah, I was looking at that and then forgot. It's +2.
So for 2 rounds, they have the bonus?
Yes.
Okay, so for 2 rounds, everyone has the modifier. And if you want to explain it again in case they need to write it down.
Yeah, you get +1 morale bonus on melee damage rolls.
Okay, so +1 bonus to melee damage. Temporarily.
The thing that confuses me about it is that it says by spending 1 round of rage.
Yeah, I think it's because like when you activate rage, you only have so many rounds to use it. So you just used 1 round of rage to do that.
Yeah, so you activated rage and you spent a round, so this round is costing you 2 rounds of rage.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Does your rage thing tell you how many rounds it's active?
How many rounds I can use in a day?
Yes.
It should be 6 plus your Constitution modifier rounds per
Yeah,
day.
so that's 6. That would be 8.
Okay, so that you right now you have 6 rounds left to freely activate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. We'll teach you eventually.
Yeah. And
So confusing.
How long is this?
You guys get the modifier for 2 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack a dog.
Okay. Would you like to attack the dog that DFA attacked or the other one?
I'll get the one DFA hit.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Where's my stuff?
Also, your other half says, "Get him, girl. Go for the nuts."
I'm not going for the dogs. Nuts. That's weird. Anyway, that is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Cool. Now what is my weapon damage? It's a bardiche. D10. Fuck. What does a D10 look like?
If I got $1 for every time I said something like that, I would probably be able to afford all the D&D books that are out there.
That's a D8. There it is. Okay, great. That is a 9.
All right, 9 damage.
Yes.
Getting used to asking this question. How do you want to do this?
Dog? That's not in character, but poor dog. I want to cut its head off.
You should be quick and painless. Okay. What are you using? You're using your sword?
It's a bardiche. It's like a fancy weird axe.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming 2-handed or 1-handed?
Yes.
Okay. You have let out your rage, and the battle cry has invigorated the entire party. And you take your axe in both hands, gripping it tightly, and in that battle cry, you don't even wait till you're finished. You just bring the axe up and drag it down as hard as you can, severing the head from the dog, and watching as the head flies across the room, away from the body, and the body slumps on the floor, lifeless, in front of you.
It's just not as fun as killing a human.
Meanwhile, every human in a fucking 5-mile radius just gotta chill up their spine. I believe that is all you can do.
I think so too.
Yes.
Yep.
So, Elric, you're up, and the judge is on deck. So, go ahead.
All right. Question: any skills I do that are like area of effect, does that affect allies too, or is it just enemies?
If they're in the AoE, it affects them.
Okay. I have a 15-foot radius ability. Is there a place I can get to that only affects big guy and dog? The last dog?
You can move to be like flanking them.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you're not facing your party. You can move to be facing just them if you want. Yes.
Well, it's a 15-foot radius around me, so.
Oh, so then you want to get closer to them.
I want to get close to them, but yeah, I have to make sure I'm not hitting anyone else. And I don't know where I need to position myself, if possible.
Or if you want to get both of them, you'd have to run. If you want to get both, you got to run behind them so that you can get them on the edge without getting anyone else.
Yeah, and do I have the movement for that? Like,
what's your movement speed?
I think it's just 30.
You just be able to make it.
Okay, well, I'm
But-
going to do that. Oh.
So you know,
hmm
depending if you go left or right, one of them will have an attack of opportunity because you're running in front of them.
One of them, I'll risk the dogs.
Okay.
Dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Dog. Sorry,
Yeah,
dog. One dog.
Singular.
Singular dog.
I mean, they're fighting for their fallen comrades, so that's like spiritually too.
Feel bad.
I mean, you should. You killed a dog. What does a 17 beat your AC?
I believe so. I have leather armors.
What
AC's
is your
11,
AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, you okay? So
hmm
it does hit.
Okay.
You are. Is 1. Okay. Interpreter. You take 8 points of biting damage.
Okay.
Good thing you are a beefy boy.
All right.
Also, you are, because you took the bite and all that. You do make it around behind them, but you took the damage along the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
They bit your arm as you were running past, and they kind of like tore a bit of your. Yeah, as you're running by, your arm goes down right as they snap up, bite your wrist, but you pull your arm up in time to pull away and keep going to finish your run.
Mm-hmm.
You are now behind the two of them.
Okay.
However, for your AoE, to make sure that you don't hit DFA, because where DFA is and Corey are located, they are just on the ring, like the outer edge of your AoE.
So wait, are they getting hit or not?
DFA and Corey won't. I'm talking about the dog and the judge. They are on the outer edge of the AoE.
Okay, they'll get hit then. Good.
Yes, the targets will, your allies won't.
Perfect. That's what I want. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do my sword skill. Which one is it? It's darkness, where I sacrifice 25% of current HP, which is now 18, and 25% of 18 is 4.5. So how would we do that?
Okay,
You
so
usually round down.
yeah, you always round down.
Okay, so that's 4 extra damage. Okay, so it's against the DC for it is a fortitude save, and the DC is 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that just halves the damage, which I haven't rolled yet, but
the judge makes it, and the dog does not.
okay. So I'm gonna roll the damage, which is
The judge is halved, and the dog is full damage.
no, it's full. Okay, so it's weapon damage plus charisma mod. So weapon damage is 2d6. That's a 2. That's a 4. So that's 6 total. Plus my charisma mod, which is 3, so 9. 9 and half of that's it.
Oops, 9, and then. So. Yep. The dog, obviously taking the brunt of the damage, lets out a very, very pained whimper. The judge brings up his arm to like absorb most of the blow and grunts behind his armor at the attack you throw at him. He stands up relatively quicker than the dog does, who takes a bit longer to get back on their feet and get ready to continue the fight. Is that all you plan to do?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay, just making sure. It is the judge's move. And the judge can do. Let's see who he's targeting. Lucky. He's a little mad at you, Mike.
Okay.
You just fucked up his armor. He is a judge of high standing. They have to look distinguished. They have to look respectable. And you You scuff the armor. Takes his hammer and brings it up and just brings it down as hard as he can towards you. And he rolls.
It's an immediate action.
Is-
I would like to impose the unlucky status on the judge
what
and
is
make
that?
him disadvantage.
Okay, so he has to roll disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably won't matter with my shitties.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. No, hold on. Hold on, this can still go for me.
Mm.
Damn you fucking Moogle. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't break your AC.
No.
Well, you should thank the Moogle because the first roll was a 20.
Thank you, Moogle.
You just got
That's my job.
you just got saved from a nat 20.
Oof.
Oof.
As he goes to swing at you, Mogzio's how would you describe your...
Well, the ability is called Bad Draw, and so
Yeah.
I imagine I just take one of my cards real quick and I just fling it at his helmet.
Okay. He's right about to bring the hammer down, and all of a sudden you hear the ting! And it obviously doesn't do any damage to him, but it's enough of an inertial distraction that he just turns and misses you completely to look at what was thrown at him. And he looks down and stares at the card like, are you fucking serious? And in doing so, he does miss you.
Nice.
And that is his turn. Next up is Hyacinth. With Dell on deck.
Okay, I want to do the mark thing.
Yep.
And it is a perception check, and the DC is 10 plus his character level or his HD.
Okay, so it's... You said 10 plus character level?
Plus his character level.
Okay. His character level... Okay, so... do I have to roll that, or do you? Just making sure.
I roll that as
Okay.
a perception check. And this is... I believe this costs 1 round of combat.
Yeah, this will be like...
For me.
This will be your full action.
Yeah. And then... I think that's it. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm scrolling. 15 plus 4 is a 19.
Yeah, you beat his level.
Okay, so I learn about him, his class, his level, and his ability modifiers.
His class is... Let's see, what is it? Judge.
Is judge not a class?
No, it's hold on. He's a warrior. I found it. He's a warrior. So you said his class, his what else? His ability modifiers?
His level and his ability
okay.
modifiers.
He's a level 3.
Okay.
His ability modifiers are +4? No, +5. Right?
20 is a +5, I think.
Yeah, +5. He has a strength at +5. Dex is a +4 because it's a 16. I'm just gonna say his abilities: 20, 16, 20, 12, 12, 16.
And that's strength, dex.
Con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
And it was +5, +4, +5.
0, 0, +4.
Awesome. And then, so because I succeeded, I get +2 bonus attack damage rolls against him, but my AC suffers -2, except against him. It suffers a -2 against him, except against him. So anyone else attacks me but him. And then I have a -4 perception check against anyone but him.
Okay.
And I have to maintain this each round with a free action.
Okay.
So,
Do it was your full action, so that's pretty much all you can do.
That's fine. Is Issa still, near me?
Yeah, he's right next to you still.
Does he have the dagger I gave him?
He does, and he's looking at you like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Okay.
Like everyone's attacking you, and you're just like staring at him.
Okay. Just say he's really fucking strong and he's really fucking intelligent.
All right. Dell, you are up, and after that is one of the dogs.
I'm up in what?
Then after you is the dog. After you is a dog.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. So just to confirm, the big guy is still up, and we have one dog left, or multiple dogs.
One left.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, yeah,
No, you're
trying
good.
to keep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is hopefully successfully do my job as an astrology ant. So I'm going to first use a swift action, because you can do a swift and a standard in one round, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to use a swift action. I'm going to use draw, which is something that I get to do with the tarot cards that float around my star globe.
Okay.
It's just an invisibility. So I draw a card, I roll a d6, and then that effect of that card goes onto a creature that I choose within 30 feet. It can be, most of them are positive, and I think like one is maybe negative. But yeah, let's see who gets good stuff.
I'm sensing
Okay.
Time Wizard.
Time Wizard.
Time
Okay, this
Wizard.
card. Okay. So I got the arrow, which means this card grants the target a +1 luck bonus to attack rolls, and this is for the next minute, I believe. Or
Okay.
sorry, it's for the next 3 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Or number of rounds. Lord. So next 3 rounds, I'm gonna pick Elric because he's up there with the smashy and the sword.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So,
All right.
so what
Elric,
bonus
you
is
have
it again?
you have +1 luck bonus to attack rolls for the next 3 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I'm,
And then, sorry.
all I'm picturing is Joey Wheeler going, "Dell, time roulette."
Yes. So the way that I picture this, just because magic is fun, is that I literally pick a tarot card that has a little arrow on it, and then he flings it out, and all of his magic is like purple and blue tinted. But he flings it out, and this little like luminescent arrow goes over and like hovers, like a slowly rotating card, just hovers above Elric's head, and he's just like, "Yeah, I can hit a little better."
It's
Yeah.
like the sim thing, the little diamond.
Yes. And then for my actual standard action, I'm going to use one of my astrology and secrets, which are some things that I just got that I'm very excited about. So I'm going to do Interstellar Void on the bad guy.
Wow.
God has entered the chat.
The astrologian calls upon the frigid depths of outer space to bring a terrible chill to their enemies.
God has entered the chat.
So I literally think that this is more of like that like indigo blue thing, and it's just like it slicks across his eyes, and he raises his hand and points, and the star globe just like brightens for a moment, and then these like creeping tendrils of the abyss just like circle around this guy's feet. And like there should be stars because it kind of looks like the night sky, but there aren't, and it's just cold. So you need to make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
I think it's for just my stand. Fuck. I thought I had that written down. But it's not like 5e where there's.
While you're looking for that, anyone who's played Portal getting GLaDOS vibes?
Yeah, it's standard action.
PC is 10 half the level, so 10 plus 1 14. There we go.
I have to beat the 14?
Yeah, you have to beat the 14 for a fortitude save, and I have rolled my damage. Yeah, 1d6. Okay. So, did you make your save?
I rolled a 7, so.
So, no. So, you take the full 5. Haha, ice damage.
It's 2d6. It's 1d6 per astrologian level.
Thank you very much. I completely missed that. So, that's 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 ice damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
as you described the tendrils coming up, because of the armor being metallic and all, you start to see the crystalline encroaching up his legs to his waist of the cold abyss that is the void reaching up. And as he does, you can hear from inside the helmet, not panic, but an almost uncertain shriek of what is going on, what are you doing, and what is holding me. The ice doesn't last because obviously the way the attack rolls are. Once the void releases him, the ice starts to slowly melt off his legs, and he is just standing there panting out of like fear of what just touched him.
He should be very happy I'm not a higher level, because that does when I get stronger.
Again, GLaDOS just entered the fucking chat.
Are you still there?
This was a triumph.
Anyway, I'm not moving anywhere, and I believe that is my turn. I don't think I have anything else to do. Yeah.
Yeah. The next attack is Le Dog. Bork.
Bork.
Sniff.
Bork sniff.
Heck sniff.
Heckin', it's gonna be a heckin' sniffing in a big tail wagon. Alright, the target has been chosen. Alright, okay. DFA.
What?
Never mind, there's no way in hell this actually worked unless a 1 beats your AC.
No.
The dog sees what just happened to its master, and you are the closest being, so it lunges at you, but you were able to see it in time, so you were able to sidestep and thwack it with your lance. And because it's a nat 1, it took 1 damage from the thwack.
Oh.
And that means the next up is Issa. He is going to target the dog because everything going on is scaring the shit out of him, so let's go with the one thing he understands. Alright, Hyacinth, what is the damage for your daggers?
The smaller of the daggers, so it is 1d3.
1d
Mine uses my dex modifier.
Okay.
So I don't know with him what he would use, but
No, I just need to know
Oh.
what I need to know. I just need to know what I was rolling.
yeah, it's a 1d3, but it crits on a 19 or a 20.
Okie dokie. He did crit.
Yeah!
Oh.
Inspiration.
And okay. Hyacinth, you're busy staring at the judge, but at the corner of your eye, you noticed Issa fly past you towards the hound that DFA just thwacked. Grabs it with one arm and just starts stabbing it in the neck repeatedly. And as it does, as the hound starts to screech in pain, he looks at DFA saying, "If I were you, I would get the hell away from this thing," and keep stabbing it until the thing just goes limp in his arms. Releasing it, he steps back up, his arm covered in blood, and he looks at the knife going, "This is actually a good thing. I like this
Told you
knife."
so.
Next up is top of the round with DFA. Jesus Christ, we went through 10 people that quick. All that's left is the judge and you guys.
Well, obviously, I'm going to try and stab the judge.
Do it.
Stab.
Skibbity stabbity. And what is your attack rule?
Sorry, give me 1 second. My internet's glitching out, so I'm trying to get my character sheet to catch up to me.
Hey, you're good.
21.
And that. It does not hit. You throw your lance up towards it, do the size difference, but because you're also holding the cake, you had to be careful a little bit to not drop it. And he steps back just in time to not get stabbed in the throat. Is there anything else you can or would like to do?
No.
Okay. Oxio, you are up with Corey on deck.
Well, if a 21 doesn't hit, that changes what I'm going to do.
Jeez.
I'm going to throw a 1 gil coin since I still have one prepped.
Okay.
Not going to luck or anything this time since I only have. Well,
You should have full.
is
You
my
should
luck
have,
that I used last time
no, because
still gone, right?
No, you leveled up, so all that was replenished.
Okay, so I still have 4 left. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm still not going to use the luck, though. I'm going to
Okay.
save them for infuriating you.
At least you're honest about it.
Oh, okay. I rolled a nat 1, but I believe I can re-roll a 1. Yeah, the first one of a day I just like auto get to re-roll it.
Okay.
But I can only do it once a day.
Yep.
Ghouls are like halflings.
Yeah, pretty much. That's only a 5. That's 11 to touch.
11 to his touch.
Yeah.
You beat it just barely.
Oof.
So I'm assuming same as last time.
What do you mean?
Like the same effect in terms of like what you just attacked with.
Yeah, except it's a 1 go coin, not a 10 go coin.
Okay, so I just do.
So it's just slightly less damage. So
Okay.
let's see what it goes. 4 points of damage.
Okay. The gill you launch at him actually goes into the slit where he can see through, and you actually hear him groan. You actually hit him directly in the eye. So he's
So we do it.
and he actually like grabs at the helmet of his face, and he's trying to reach in to grab the coin away, but he can't because his gloves and his helmet's just too bulky. And he's struggling to get the coin out because you kind of poked him in the eye of the coin. And if you are done, it is Corey's turn.
Yep.
Okay. Just so you know, Elric, you are up next.
All right. With her turn, it's that bonus that she gave us is down 1 round, right?
Down 1 round,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can hit him with my axe. I'm just gonna call it an axe.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
basically.
that's
just a
It's a
big
fancy axe.
Fancy axe.
it's a cursive axe.
Basically. Okay. Come back here, thing. I have dropped my d20. All in the box, please.
I want to use my
That
dice.
is
I have dice. I might as well use it once in a while.
19 plus. Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does it.
Oh, great. Where's my d10? Mm-hmm.
Do.
What do you actually add to?
What's better, metal or plastic dice?
Metal.
Yeah, so yeah, most times metal, but it also depends on the person.
That is a 9.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, metal it is.
Thanks to Mogzio's gill to the face, the judge is unable to see you. Take your axe putting it down low to the ground, and you swing up, diagonally coming right across his chest. The blade scraping up his chest armor, and you could see it tearing through a bit. Once it reaches his shoulder, though, it knocks the helmet clean off his head, and he falters back a bit. Not only from the actual impact, but from the surprise, your axe broke that much of his armor and knocked his helmet clean off his head.
Yeah.
And because I already know the question Hyacinth's going to ask, it is a male hume. The question was going to be asked. I'm covering the base now.
Nice. Very nice.
He is an old man. Graying hair, scraggly facial hair, and a bunch of scars all over his face, obviously from like a life of a warrior. And also, you can see along like the cheekbone right below the eye, a very fresh bruise is formed, no doubt from Mogzio's coin attack. Guy's getting a shiner.
Beautiful.
And if that is the rest of your turn, we will move to Elric.
That's all I have at the moment.
Okay.
A swift action is like a free one. I can just do it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my dark pool points to enhance my sword.
Okay.
Which just makes it +1, which, if I recall, is +1 to attack and damage rolls, right?
Yes. The thing I gave you is.
Also, remember
No, I have a thing too.
Yeah, you have a thing. Del gave you a thing, and so did Corey.
Okay, all right.
Elric is kind of like boosted to the max right now.
I am really boosted right now, so metal dice, don't let me down.
We all just heard that.
Sorry.
Heard the roll.
The clickety clack of the math rocks.
I'm laughing because I just got a 20.
Plus all your things.
Wait, yeah, a nat 20. So
you got a nat 20 plus.
Hold on. Plus, okay, so the base attack bonus is 3, plus 1 from her modifier is 4, plus 1 from mine is 5. So it's 25.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, cool. All right. I only got the 20 out for the middle dice, so I'll do the
only
damage
gets a
roll,
20.
I guess. Okay, so it's 2d6.
Okay.
That's a 3. That's a 1, but I can re-roll ones. 5. So 8 plus 4 because two-handed, and my strength modifier for two. And the feat I have, so 12.
12 damage.
Which crits?
Is that before the crit or is that after the crit?
I have no idea. Do I have to do something else? What do I do?
If you crit that,
because I hit a 20, so that's a crit.
Yep.
The damage I did was 12. So what do I do now? Do I have to like roll to
double it? I think.
Yeah, you have to roll to double it. So just roll a d20 again. If you get another 20, it's doubled.
It has to be a 20 again?
Yep.
You have to actually like hit him.
Gotcha.
Again. Using the same attack roll.
Unfortunately, it's only 17.
So it's just the 12.
Okay.
So how do you describe this attack, like visually?
Oh, sorry, no. 13. I forgot the +1 from my enhanced sword.
Okay, but still, since this is like, one of your abilities, how would you describe it?
Well, my sword just envelops in like a dark energy, and I just, that's it, really. I just did a normal attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the head, I guess.
So, with the assistance of Del using their arrow card, Corey's rage-induced battle cry, you feel a surge within you, combining with the dark energy you've been feeling since you've become who you are as a knight. Your sword begins to envelop in like a murky shadow that's wrapping up the blade, pooling around the metal, and looking like a black flame. You tighten your grip on the handle. Now that you see their head, you raise the blade and just swing down on them. You don't hit the neck. The guy's got bulky armor, but you do finish the damage that Corey did to his torso armor, shattering it away from his body.
Nice.
And in the process of it coming down, you actually rend a deep gash into his torso. Some of that darkness staying on his body as you pull the blade away and evaporating off his body like smoke. And once you return to your stance, the blade returns to normal.
Wait, actually, it's for a number of turns.
No,
time.
no, I'm saying, but like for the build up of the
Oh.
energy.
Gotcha.
And with that, it is the judge's turn. Unless you have something else to do.
No. How many turns is a minute?
Yeah, in a minute?
Yeah.
10? Yeah, because every round is 6 seconds.
Okay, so got it.
Anyway, it's the judge's turn. And he is fucking hurt. He's gonna ooh, okay. Do. Hey Magzio, does a 19 hit you?
I don't know. Why don't you re-roll it and tell me?
You're doing your little thing, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Fucking dick. Apparently not, because now it's a 9.
Nope, doesn't hit.
You're such a
This judge is wounded.
Oh man.
He is like barely standing. He takes his hammer in one hand, looks at the yellow Moogle in front of him, and just wildly swings. And being that Magzio at this point is just toying with the fucker, barely bends back to dodge. And it's just like, Kupo, raises middle fingers. Much.
Oh no, Mugzio's very much terrified. It's more like a frantic card throw to the face.
The judge, anger in his eyes, screams, "Sit still!" And that's his turn. Hyacinth, you are up, and Dell is on deck.
So the judge's helmet is off, correct?
Helmet's off, and the torso armor has been destroyed and fallen to the ground in pieces.
And he's just a Hume. Like, he is just
a
an baseline Hume.
He's a baseline old man Hume. I would say he's
Okay.
like, what's his name? Guy who taught Geralt.
Okay, Vesemir.
His age.
Okay. I mean, Vesemir's like hundreds of years old, but
you know what I
mean.
mean, like visually.
Yes.
For you, I know that's hard to tell.
Hyacinth is gonna look at him, like, just blink whenever they see that it's a Hume.
Yep.
And then just yell, "You!" And then attacks.
Okay. Roll to attack.
What is my attack roll? Is it just the attack is just whatever meets their for the AC thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. 14.
What was it? Sorry.
14.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
That's fine.
You, as you said, you lunge at him after shouting, "You!" No one adds in "Crank That Soldier Boy," but that's fine.
Good.
He is still like in the process of swinging at Magzio and missing. So as you swing, your blade comes just over what would have been the back of his head, and it just misses by like a few seconds. And as he stands up, he notices you behind him and just looks over. "Do I know you?"
Think I know you.
Love it. Is there anything else that Hyacinth can do?
No, that's it. And I still claim him as my mark.
Okay. Do you have to do anything else to keep it, or is it just it stays?
I think I just have to keep identifying.
Okay. Just to make sure. That's it. Dell, you are up.
Alrighty. I think I'm once again just going to see if I can get a different thing on draw.
Okay.
Because why not? Let's see. The bowl. This card provides a damage reduction of -1 to the target. I think I'm reading that right.
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
The card provides a damage reduction of -1.
Okay.
It's a damage reduction of 1, so it's a buff.
Yeah.
They take 1 less damage from melee attacks.
Okay, gotcha. He's gonna shoot that over at Hyacinth since she's like facing off with this dude. Um, you know, trying to be helpful with that. I don't actually. This is one of the few things I don't actually know what a bowl is in this case. BOLE. I think it's like some kind of defensive thing. Um, but it's not necessarily a shield because that's different.
It's from a tarot. You said it's from a tarot deck.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So I'm gonna say I think it's like a heavy knot in a tree or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It would be like how the knots are in a tree, but instead of it
Yeah.
being the full tree, it would just be the knot floating.
Yeah, so a little tarot card with a gnarled tree branch is just floating above Hyacinth's head. And then once again, I'm going to do Interstellar Void because I really like it. So make me another Fortitude save.
Before I do that, I just want to make sure, by doing the second draw, does the arrow over Elric stay or is it gone now?
It was 3 rounds, so it would be.
Oh,
2.
okay. I wasn't sure. Okay, never mind. If it's 3 rounds,
sure.
okay.
I have a limit on how many times I can use the ability, but as far as I know, once I send the card to someone, it lasts a specific number of rounds.
Okay.
In this case,
it's down to 2 now because
okay.
it's up to you.
So in this case, it's like this. It's Swords of Revealing Light. Got it. Okay. All right. So what's the fortitude I need to make?
14. 6 and 4.
Before I read my number, is the Moogle going to say anything?
Nope.
Okay. He rolled a 4.
All right, well, he's going to take 10 ice damage this time.
Just 10?
Yeah, just 10. 6 and 4 is 10.
Del, how do you want to commit your first murder?
Yes!
Yeah.
Boy.
I think once the battle high wears off, he's going to be very distraught.
Baby boy's first kill!
We'll give him a sticker.
Little gold star in his chest.
A little gold star splattered in blood. Sorry. Anyway, I think what it is I don't think he ever had a chance to really like stretch his abilities and do any of this stuff. He was just supposed to, make generalized predictions. So I think in a way he actually like is enjoying it because it's like this whole other realm of himself that he never really got to do, and now he can, and apparently he's really good at it. So I think he's almost got like this little little pleased smile on his face as he's like calling down this cold void again. And I think what it does is just like it's so cold that it literally just like draws this guy, like almost pulls him down, and he just kind of goes like blue and just stops moving. And I think that's when Dell's like face like goes, wait, oh no.
You said the tendrils that pull on him, they're like an indigo and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, for anyone who's seen this, if you've seen the movie Titan AE, the Dreg, they have this like coursing energy but indigo and like white color to them. The tendrils come out of the ground like pulsing with that white arcing energy now because it was a finisher. First you see one grab one leg, one grabs another, then 2 more shoot out at high speed grabbing the arms. The judge is now looking with pure fear. Before, the first time was just like, okay, this is intimidating. This time he knows this isn't one he's going to walk away from. Where the tendrils are touching him are slowly crystallizing from the cold that is dripping off of them. And he is getting lowered inch by inch into this void that the tendrils are coming out of. As he does, he's looking to all of you one at a time with a look pleading for mercy and help in this situation. Finally resting his eyes on Dell and noticing that Dell is obviously the one causing this. He doesn't get to say a word because when he opens his mouth, another tendril shoots out and wraps around his jaw and just yanks his face in to the void, pulling him under, freezing him as it closes out from under him.
Fuck. And I think that's at the point that Dell's like, wait, oh no. Yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Murder bot.
Ah,
And with that, combat ends.
Yay.
The dogs
So
are dead, and the judge is, well, a judge-sicle.
Gone.
Yes.
Judge
Just
Sickle.
gone.
This is the one popsicle when you get at the ice cream truck looks like the wrapper. No gumdrop eyes, though. So what does the party do now that they've finished that round of combat?
I'm gonna
Is
run up, I'm gonna run up to Dell and hit him on the shoulder and be like, "That was awesome."
is,
yeah.
is the judge's frozen body still not near Hyacinth?
No, it was pulled into the void.
He's gone.
Oh, is it gone?
Like
He's frozen, but
the
he's
last
gone.
thing you saw was him fully crystallizing over, then just getting yanked into the void by the crystals. Well, by the tendrils. You just watched an eldritch horror freeze a man and yank him into a void.
He gone.
Then never mind.
I would like to pick up Dell and swing him briefly in a circle and say, "Good job!"
So I literally like smash his shoulder and she picks him up.
You're welcome. I didn't know I could do that.
I'm glad to know you can do that.
Yeah, I certainly am glad.
Where's Issa?
Issa is near DFA and the two dog corpses.
Okay.
Staring
Hyacinth?
staring with like a terrified look over what just happened, like
Oh.
just like the look of
Hyacinth
like that. You tell me that could have happened to me?
Yes. Yes. Hyacinth is gonna go over and put their hand out and say, "Dagger, please."
He just drops in your hand and just like he is 20 shades of pale. Like there are
They just-
albinos who look darker than him.
They just like pat him on the head and say, "See, you just need a good group of friends. If you find a good group of friends, or a good client, or a good group, then you can do all this and not be abandoned anymore."
For the first time in his life, Issa actually looks at Hyacinth and has like a brief moment of trying to think of what to say, but then turns, walks away really quickly, and there's wretches in the corner of the room.
Hyacinth goes over and just rubs his back while he retches.
He has seen many things in his time, but never has he seen an eldritch horror yank a man into a void.
Does he have long hair? Hold it for him if he does.
Yeah.
It's about like neck length, so like you know, wouldn't it be a bad idea to like just pull the sides?
They're doing that. They're just like comforting him and holding his hair for him while he has his moment.
This man is a bandit. He's used to like, you know, everyday you know, scraps. He's not used to this kind of like magic bullshit.
To be fair, neither is Dell.
Dell has unlocked an eldritch being.
Yeah, Dell is like, wait, I'm a what? What? That's what this fuck? What? Ah.
The robot has learned the word fuck. How is the party going to respond now? Anyway, but
I
still,
will
Robot's
set
learned a
him
lot.
down.
Most of us cheering.
the robot's ethic unit is really confused. Also, the way out of the room is clear. All you need to do is climb the stairs, and you'll be back outside into the woods of the island. Based on what the judge told you, and based on how Issa has been replying, he's the only one left alive from what bandits were in there.
Ah.
Is it too soon to adopt an NPC?
Bandit Brothel Rehab Center.
I'm telling you, let me do it. I'll make it a whole thing. If you give me recruitment points.
He looks at you and goes, "Right now, I just want to go to a tavern and drink enough ale that I forget tonight. It's all the same to you."
Okay.
I think
You can meet my friends.
He just looks at you like, "I haven't met all of them yet."
No, These aren't my friends. These are my clients. That one's my client and points to Corey. These are just people. But you can meet my friends.
How much is the ale in this freaking place?
Like 2 or 3 gil, depending on where you are. Just so you know, it is getting up there in the time, so I am going to say that with you concluding combat, this is we're going to end it. You guys can head back into town next week with your traumatized NPC.
Yeah, I would like to ask him how he's doing.
He's going to need a really expensive therapist, I think.
I want to know what the hell he was doing to attract the attention from the judge.
Right?
We'll talk to him whenever he's all liquored up.
Yep.
Get him job of the hut drunk.
Good idea.
I'd like to thank everyone for playing tonight.
Yeah.
I also would like to thank the audience for watching and contributing their lovely input on moments, including the party's voted on title.
Perfect.
Wait, we have a title now?
Well, chat was giving suggestions and some of the party liked it.
I missed it.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, provided all things go well, next Wednesday will be the next episode. If anything happens, I will be sure to let everyone know on Twitter and all that in Discord. But if you guys enjoyed it tonight's stream, please hit the follow button, and also don't forget to follow on the YouTubes. That way you can watch all the episodes when they go up there if you miss them live. If that's all from all of us, I think we'll be calling it a night. If anyone has anything else to say, this is your shot.
The Nad Knockers.
Nope. Good night.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Till next time. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.